Niners! How does it feel? And I mean, we were contenders even before the draft weekend started, but now there's absolutely no question that the 49ers are definitely Super Bowl contenders at this hour. And with an exclamation point, my God, the rest of the league has to be saying, oh, why'd they have to get him? God, just get this ridiculous virus out of here, and we can get going, man. Oh! Headline. 2020 draft is over. And in the words of the 49ers' 7th round, wide receiver pick out of Tennessee, Jajuan Jennings, it's going to be hard to stop us. Jajuan, you need to first... Jajuan, you got your work cut out for you, bro. I got to tell you. Ooh, but I got faith in you, dude. Come on, Jajuan. I like your attitude. Anyway, the 49ers added former Georgia tight end Charlie Woerner and a tackle out of West Virginia, Colton Mckivitz, which is tied to a long story, ain't it? The biggest news of the day, however, was first Joe Staley retires. And that news was shocking, slapping. And I say shocking because I just know next year the 49ers will take it all the way. And Joe would have been there for it. But that news was followed by a deal to bring Trent Williams to the Niners from Washington, which is really, man, you got to fight the tears, fam. The Niners added 5 new weapons during this last 3 days. We're all aware by now they kicked off the first round by adding Mrs. Kinlaw's baby boy, Jajuan. And then went on, after that, all offense for the remainder of the selections. Big Show must be ecstatic. Because, the Kinlaws thing must have dropped him to his knees in the fetal position. You know how he is. And then suddenly, that offensive nourishment started with the team's second first-round pick, wide receiver Brandon Ayuk of Arizona State. Coach Herman Edwards. Herman Edwards over at Arizona said him and John Lynch are good buddies. Said he knows that Ayuk will fit in with this program seamlessly. Now the 49ers didn't have a day 2 selection, lacking a pick between rounds 1 and 5. And then the team's day 3 haul included another offensive lineman, a tight end, and another receiver. Just look at Javon Kinlaw. Pick 1, pick 14, 6'5". His weight is going up every time I look. Somebody tried to stop him at 310. The man weighs 324 pounds of raging fury. Yeah. I'm liking him already. I'm telling you, man, I think we're going to be okay there. We lost the Forrest Buckner. Some of us went into panic mode. We maybe should have waited. Brandon Ayuk, round 1, pick 25. College, AZ State. AZZ, you get the Z. He's 6 foot. These are the things that you get. If you ever played ball, you look at the program, it always lists everybody a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit heavier than they are. Because they got him listed at 6 foot. Somebody said he was 5'11 3/4, almost 6 foot. Might as well. What is a quarter of an inch? He weighs 205. He's a 4'5 sprinter. Colton Mckivitz. I've heard that name before. I don't think of McFly from the future. No. Anyway, he's from West Virginia. He's 6'6". He goes 306. He's a 5'3", 540 time. Not bad for a big man, especially that big. And Charlie Woerner, tight end, round 6, pick 11. He's from Georgia. Height is 6'5", 244. 40 time, 4.78. He's not real fast. But if you watch his tape, he's a tough guy. I like tough guys, especially in this offense. And then there's Jajuan Jennings, 7th round pick, Tennessee. He's 6'3". Damn, Jajuan, I didn't realize he was that tall, though. 215. He does a 4.72, which is not a good thing. But like a lot of people they just want big and thinking the guy can beat everybody on the jump and that type of thing. he's going to have an uphill climb. Maybe, though, maybe. I like his attitude a lot. So come on, Jajuan. I'm rooting for you, man. But here's the thing, fam. After 13 years of being the ultimate definition of the 49ers, All-Pro Joe Staley did them one last solid. I was joking about this last week. I said, Joe's going to, man, if Joe knows that the 49ers can get Trent Williams, maybe Joe will just bow out and says, you guys go get him and go get that ring. Damn if he didn't. Joe? I didn't mean it. Joe told the team Monday before the draft he was planning on retiring, according to John Lynch in his post-draft video press conference. He says, I still think John knew more sooner, though. Lynch, in his Monday media session, expressed optimism that Staley would return since he hadn't heard differently from Joe. But the reports goes on to state Joe informed the club after Lynch spoke with the media on Monday. Why would Joe time it like that? I guess because maybe Lynch said something about he felt confident that Joe was coming back, maybe? But that deal with Washington was quick, wasn't it? It was damn quick. And Daniel Snyder is not Kyle Shanahan's best bro. I guess they didn't let Shanahan get involved with any conversations with the organization, I guess. The move allowed the Niners to set the wheels in motion for replacing Joe. Table was then set to select a top tackle with number 13. That pick when Iowa's Tristan Wirfs fell to him. They could have took Tristan. They traded out. Let somebody else get a pick. And then they picked up Ayuk. The 49ers, this is a we're dealing, fam. I don't know if you appreciate it or not as much as we probably should, but we're dealing with a very clever group of individuals in the front office. These guys know I'll never question them again. I know about Dante, but I'm just saying. But the Niners were betting on Plan B to succeed because instead they traded back one spot and took Jajuan. And in the meantime, they were working on acquiring Big Richard Sherman slapping Trent Williams from Washington. You already see. Sherman already tweeted out. I guess I'm going to have to find a way to be. Sherman knows you got to be a little diplomatic. I can see on the first day, Sherman come up. Trent, man, you all right? We ain't spoke since you tried to kill me with that slap, man. Come on, man. We go get together. Hey, big guy, come on, man. We go get good. You ain't mad at me. You ain't still mad at I can just see it now. But all it took was a fifth-round pick in 2020 and a third-round selection in 2021 to get Trent from Shanahan family hater Daniel Snyder. It just really does amaze me. Two things. I said, fam, Daniel Snyder will be laying down there. The only way you get Trent Williams from me is through my cold, dead hands. I already see him. And also, we can't afford Trent Williams, right? These are things I was saying before. Because the 49ers haven't said anything about his extension. He has a year left on his contract. And the 49ers will play that up. But I don't want them to do what they did with Emmanuel Sanders. Don't give up picks and let them do a good job and then say, well, here's all we got to offer you, big fella. And then say goodbye. Come on, man. I only got something worked out for this. If you got him, if Joe's leaving, you damn well better make sure he stays with us. Coach Shanahan has a good relationship with Williams after working with him as Washington's offensive coordinator for the first 4 years of Williams' career. The coach said he had confidence they could make the move for Williams, which is why they passed on a tackle earlier in the draft, as I mentioned earlier. The deal for Williams wasn't something long in the works, though. That's the thing that shocked me. I think, again, Williams didn't want to go to Minnie, too, because he might have been there had he okayed the deal. Lynch said talks began Monday once Staley informed the team he wouldn't be back, as the report continues to believe or say. Williams was available for a trade after missing all of last season due to a holdout and then a non-football injury. So I pretty much did it with Redskins. They said, you got to go. You just got to go. And then they probably say, Daniel Snyder just says, guys, and listen, if the 49ers call, hey, sir, can we do this, please? We'll handle this, okay? I can see Daniel Snyder just go to his room and shut up. Because I know he didn't want this. So he'd be seeking to get out of Washington after they failed to work out an extension for the deal that ends after this 2020 season, as I just said. Niners never had real talks about Williams until Monday, though, before the draft, according to Lynch. Now he has a new home in San Francisco. He's looking for a probably got his people looking for a place now where he'll play out the final year of his contract. The 49ers did not rule out an extension, though, after this 2020 season, but they're still waiting to see how he performs after a year away from football, too. So that's smart on their part. Wait and see what he looks like before you go tell him, Trent, we got, tell you what, man, you got a deal waiting for you the next year. Let's play some ball. Let's get the Super Bowl, and then we'll talk. But replacing Staley won't be easy, fam. You know, Joe's been a part of this team. He plays with a passion that you have to have when you really love a team like Joe did, the 49ers. Remember 2 or 3 years ago, somebody said they should trade Joe to a contender? And Joe said, well, I don't know anything else for being a 49er. I'd probably retire first. Right then and there, you knew Joe. He is for real. It's just like, a vampire that's born a true blood versus the one that gets bit in the neck. Joe's a true blood, fam. Red and gold all the way pumps through his body. So replacing Staley, as I say, it won't be easy. The fact he told the Niners of his retirement, though, that's just really ahead of time allowed them to take the necessary steps to replace him with another Pro Bowler who's 5 years younger. So I don't think any of us are going to forget All-Pro Joe. This guy's got one of the highest levels of integrity the 49ers organization has ever seen. And there's never been a guy that's more of a 49er ever laced him up. Joe Staley. Man. He did a lot of remarkable things with 49ers, and this last act of, as a member of the organization, he's going to be a subject of 49ers folklore, fam, for as long as this organization exists. Fam, toast him up for Big Joe. So one of a kind. I don't know if we'll ever see anything like that again, fam. Big Joe Staley. You know something, fam? If the 49ers do pull it all in this year, man, Joe's got to get a ring. I don't care if he doesn't play next year. If we win it all next year, the season's dedicated to Joe. Get him a ring. I don't care if it costs extra. Pay it, Jed. Man. Hey, Christopher Weston, thanks, fam. Niners. John Lynch is a genius, y'all. Oh, man, that whole organization. Adam Peters, Martin Mayhew, the whole bunch of them, man, they're amazing. Amazing. Big show. He says, Jennings led all college wide receivers in the country last season with 30 missed tackles. 30 missed tackles. CD was second with 26. Wait a minute, is this guy's name Jajuan Jennings? And what show says that, it's got to be real. He wouldn't make that up. His name is Jennings. Your real Jennings here. He led all college wide receivers in the country last season with 30 missed tackles. CD was second with 26. People talk about CD like he's the best man with the yak in the world. 960 yards in 2019, 8 TDs, 16.4 yards average. Dante, oh, D-A-D and Dante. Big Show, I want to thank you for that FYI. Good Lord, I know I like this guy, Jennings, but I didn't really know why. Now I do. Hey, Shay, come on in here, man.
Yo, Ronbo.
We are ready. We are locked and loaded, Shay. Man, Shay,
Yes, we are,
your
Ronbo.
feelings on the finale of this draft, day 3.
Oh,
Joe
great.
Staley,
I mean, I think.
that we need to put a statue up for?
Hey.
God.
Oh yeah, Ronbo. That's just as soon as I woke up like 10, 11. I think is when the news broke, and everybody was saying we were able to acquire Trent Williams, and I think that was because I heard Minnesota offered a lot more than we did as far as capital, and they could extend his contract right now.
Ooh.
But I think this was a get back. I think this was a get back for Trent Williams and Shanahan for how they were mistreated over there in Washington.
Oh.
And Trent Williams denied it. He says, I'm playing for SF, and if you don't like it, then I'll sit out another year, and you guys won't have a left tackle. You won't get no capital for me. So either you trade me to SF, or I'm not going to play again this year, and you're just going to sit on your hands. So they said they'll take – I guess they took whatever they could, and they ended up getting a next year's third-round pick, which is a great deal. I was thinking because remember, last year or
they
in the
went
beginning
first
of the
round.
season, heading to the end, they wanted a first-round draft pick for him. And the Niners and everybody was like, I don't know if he's going to be able being a first worthy pick if, you know, he hasn't even played for a whole season. We don't know what we're getting back in Trent. So, like I said, but to give up I think it's a 7-year Pro Bowler, a third future, that's perfect, Ronbo. Like, that's such a great willing deal by John Lynch and just, you know, great by, you know, John Lynch just being able to maneuver. You know, I was one of the people, I'm not going to lie, sitting here and lie to you, like, that was upset that, hey, you know, Lynch, why'd you give up the fourth that we just acquired? But, I mean, with the maneuvering he did today, man, it just makes sense. But real quick, I just want to talk about the cap situation, Ronbo, that the Niners are in right now. That is not bad. So after Kinlaw and Ayuk, they're about to be about 5.1 when their contracts are all settled for both of them. For Kinlaw and Ayuk, it's going to be about 5.1. And so we're projecting to have about 7.8. But after today, that's an additional, I think, about $7 million. So the 49ers have about $14 million in cap space right now, per David Lombardi. I'm getting my numbers from David Lombardi, who's
okay. Because go ahead. I'm gonna see what numbers you get because I have a question. But go ahead.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So after all the undrafted free agents and then the 50-man roster cutoff, it'll be about a displacement about 1.7 mil. So we're looking about around roughly like 14 to 13 million in salary cap right now. So I don't know if they're going to get that all the Kittle and just extend him now. I don't know what the 49ers are going to be thinking about. But like I said, there's still some good hefty free agents out there that 49ers can go ahead and target if they want to bolster the roster even more. But like I said, I think the 49ers did a great job. They won. I feel like they did a phenomenal job. We got better, and we're staying in contention for right now. And as of right now, Williams will play for 12.5 on the dollar. So he's gonna still play for his old contract from Redskins, which is 12.5 mil.
For this last year. Yeah, but Shay.
Yeah, for this last year.
Yeah, you know, is the Staley's contract come off the books? They didn't sign. The retirement didn't take place.
Yeah, no, it will. It will. Adam Schefter also tweeted. Everybody retweeted that. Now that the 49ers, and I think Staley was getting around 14. So Staley's contract, now that he has fully retired, is going to go. I forgot what the clause is, but it's going to go into where the Niners will actually be able to recover that money for the cap hit. So pretty much, Staley's going to pay for him. Staley's going to pay for Trent being there because he's now retired, and then Williams is just going to absorb the cap from whatever Staley's contract was. And like, you know,
which
if he was more, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I think it was like 14 something, so which saved roughly about 1.5, saves another a couple million. So, but great draft. Shout out to my TNT brothers, Will, Dre, Trey, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo, all my guys. Shout out to the boy Lee. He's good at draft analysis, and Chad for always giving it to a Texas girl who's always in the chat. I love Chad Garrison.
Is that him working Texas girl?
Oh, always. He's always working Texas girl, man. But all right, Ronbo, thank you for the platform.
Sure.
And God bless, brother. You have a good one.
Appreciate you, fam. You know you do. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Looking forward to a Shay on Monday Night Raw. Ain't no telling what we're gonna hear between now and tomorrow. Right, night, fam.
Oh yes, sir. Take it easy, Ronbo.
You too. And Jamal Walton, Trent Williams said you couldn't pay me to play with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. I forgot about that. Trent knows Kirk Cousins. I forgot about that problem too. He said, I mean, look at Jimmy, if I'm honest. I play with him for free. Game recognizes game. Everybody is talking about Jimmy G. All of y'all go stop in a minute. I guarantee you that G's been humiliated, talked about, and treated badly. Wait till next season. I can't wait to see G next season. Phil! Never eat walnuts before.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, I'm telling you, man, it's a great day. Whoa.
Yeah, I was, after Thursday, I was a little pissed off. And not so much because the players we got, but I thought they panicked on trading all the capital for Ayuk.
Yeah.
And so I was going, we got all that capital and then we gave it away. Because Green Bay, I think they were afraid of Green Bay, and so they traded in front of them.
It was Baltimore.
But then Green Bay goes and takes a quarterback.
Oh, yes.
So,
and they don't have any wide receivers in Green Bay. Amazing.
So I don't know, but it worked out great. You know, Trent Williams is going to fit in almost seamlessly.
Oh, God.
Because he did play in the Kyle
he worked with
for
Kyle
4
before,
years.
Yeah. He knows what's expected of him.
So he knows the zone blocking schemes, and all the the calls he knows. You know, the terminology.
The verbiage may have changed, but he'll translate it quickly.
Yeah, but you know, I think it was just luck almost that it worked out that way, because apparently Joe didn't give us heads up early, and it allowed us to get Kittle on.
He probably really wanted to play at the last. Joe really wanted to play, I think, but like he said, his body's telling him to call it.
Apparently, Joe's been having neck problems. That's what he said in his goodbye farewell.
See, 13 years.
He's been having neck problems.
13 years of stopping some of the biggest, baddest dudes in football. Of course, something's hurting. I thought all those guys played with something hurting after about 5 years.
His number should go up on the ring, up on the.
Oh hell, heck yeah! Right now, tomorrow.
Yeah, they need to do that. So. Yeah. No, you know, I'm going to miss Joe, but I think we've got ourselves a tackle. We've got ourselves. They're going to move that McKinnon guy from Virginia Tech to guard. I think he's undersized for tackle in the NFL, but this guy's got a little bit of dog to him. I think you're going to like him, Ronbo. He's a banger. He's not so fast and athletic, but he does hit. And he likes physicality. So
I like that. I hope he's got an attitude, too.
Yeah, I think that's what they like in him. But he did play guard his first 3 years at Virginia Tech. So he has played the position. So, you know, he can play right tackle, left tackle, and guard. So I think they like his versatility.
Yeah, that's a plus.
And then we got our tight end covered. And then, you know, we got a wide receiver. I think this guy might be competing with Hurd. You know, if Hurd's not healthy.
Oh, yeah, he's got the size. You're right. I was thinking Dante. It might be Jalen if back aliens are still carrying on.
Worried about his back, so you know, I think he's kind of. And plus, you know, if he doesn't make the team, he can make the practice squad. So you can hide him there. You can hide players there.
Yeah.
And they did sign 9 free agents today.
Oh, UDFAs, yeah.
A couple of safeties, couple of corners.
I noticed that. Secondary guys.
Yeah. But I think next year it's cornerback and safety. Justin, you heard it. You heard it from me. We will get your safety next year.
Oh, man, you know, it depends because Ward's already signed. Kwaski T is the guy.
Well, Ward's there, but I think
Tavares Moore
comes up.
Yeah, Kwaski's. It depends on how he looks this year.
We need an inbox safety, not a free safety. But and I think, you know, corner definitely, because we got Emmanuel. He'll be back because he's a restricted free agent. But
and
you don't know about Sherman. You don't know about Spoon, if he can even make the team. So,
go Spoon!
So I think, you know, we've bought time. You know, we're going to probably extend Trent Williams another 3-4 years. We've got the, you know, the time. He doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on him in the last 2 years. So
Trent Taylor,
because of his cancer tumor in his head.
Trent Williams, yeah.
Trent Williams, yeah. So, yeah, I think he's going to probably sign an extension for about 3, maybe 4 years, and then that'll buy us enough time to get a tackle in there.
Yeah, and I just want to know what he looks like. Is he going to play well this year? All right, Phil, we're going to go.
But I think we're set. Today made me happy.
4 years, 32.
It was
he
a
can
good
play
day.
36. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Phil. I'm going to look for you tomorrow for Monday Night
Raw.
Raw.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. Good stuff.
All right. And, you know, the other thing is, one more thing.
Real quick.
Looking at Seattle's draft and the Rams draft, Arizona did okay, but they got Fs on their drafts. I mean, they were just horrible.
I mean, no offensive linemen.
We're looking good for the division.
I think so. All right,
All right,
Phil.
Ronbo.
See you tomorrow night.
Bye.
You too. And Stack Morris, what's up, fam? Oh, Stack, I'm too shy. I can't read that. Thanks, Stack. Appreciate you too, Phil. Oh, man. Look, hey, Sean. And, now, Sean, come on in, Sean. And give us,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
yeah, Sean, it's funny how these 49ers work. The minute you think things aren't going in the direction you want them to, all of a sudden the ship stops rocking and it starts to even out. We pull the sail up, start smooth and smooth. This is a turnaround from Monday or Thursday.
Yeah, this is today was a good day. It was obvious once many of us got the alert that we traded for Trent Williams. We all knew Staley was out, but as far as character, man, Joe Staley can't be replaced. As far as where Trent Williams probably is in his game as comparison to Joe Staley. I don't mean to ruffle any feathers. We all love Joe Staley, but I think this is a bit of an upgrade. He's a little bit more athletic than Joe. Joe can ball, not to hit on Joe or anything like that, but this Trent Williams was for Kyle Shanahan's scheme, when they drafted him. So this is something we definitely should be excited about.
Ooh, that's a good point, Sean. And that right there, underline that. Shanahan called for this guy because he knew he'd work in his system. I forgot about that. Exactly.
Yeah, he drafted him. You know what I mean? So specifically for that scheme, and just based off, I forget the other caller's name. He calls in. He's got some good content. I don't think we got to worry about Jajuan Jennings actually, being Jalen Hurds' replacement. Sources say that Jalen Hurds is ready to go. He's out running right now.
True.
So I think he's gonna be good. I think the whole thing with this Jajuan Jennings thing, being a former quarterback, you can get a little bit of a Taysom Hill type of thing out of him. So it's just more weapons for.
I love this information.
Yeah, it's just
Jennings used to quarterback a little bit too. So we got two now.
Yeah, former quarterback.
Yeah, now you got Jerick McKinnon. You got Jennings. Juice said he can spin a little bit. This is crazy.
Yeah, so there's a couple of character issues there with Jajuan Jennings. I guess he went on social media at some point. He was calling out the former coaching staff, and he got kicked off the team. Then the coaching staff got fired, and they brought him back. And so there's a lot of good things there with
skeletons.
Jajuan Jennings.
What?
So it's the thing though. I mean, management is tough, man. Not everybody likes who they work for. You know what I mean? And in certain situations, who knows what was going on behind the scenes. I get he was a young man and, playing at Tennessee and all those things. But he had an outburst. He probably regrets doing it, But, one of the things they talk about, they call him the dog, man. This dude is supposed to be something amazing, man, as far as being tough and, Big Show already, I
pointed out in
the chat talking about.
He's a yak man.
Yeah. So no need for me to get into that. But man, I'm happy about what we got going on. You know what I mean? I think we did well. I think we came out of this strong. But this Trent Williams thing, man, that's big. That's big to be able to go from Joe Staley to what was it, 6 or 7 time Pro Bowler to another tackle. That's not too many teams can pull that off. So for those of you calling out that John Lynch needs to be fired and shit, I think John Lynch went out there and
you gotta wait when you see the 49ers do something you don't appreciate at the moment. Wait before you get mad.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, that's gotta do. That's gotta be the rule, policy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes. So other than that, man, I'm good with the draft. I'm appreciative of the way that the front office handled this, man. Brandon Ayuk, that was Shanahan's guy, so we did all right, man. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna be okay.
That's an A draft again. That's back-to-back years of excellent work.
Feel good about it. Feel good about it.
I know I do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But Breda, I'm gonna miss you, bro. Marquise Goodwin, not so much. But everyone else, y'all have a good night. Over and out.
Thanks, Sean. Awesome stuff. Talk to you later.
Bro. All right, brother.
Yeah, this conversation tonight, I feel educated, man, because I didn't. But like Sean says, you don't know when Jajuan, the coach, might have been out of line. For all we know, you got to be there for these things. And Rich Rivera, thanks, fam. This is my number. We're all happy and we're feeling good tonight. Jalen Hurd is working out and ready. And good news, he is ready. Rich, thanks, fam. There's plenty of room. You know what? I've already got my wide receiver group picked out. I'm sorry. If Dante comes in there wearing panties, he's gone. That's it. We don't have room for soft. If Jajuan Jennings is what Big Show says he is, that's it. I don't need to make no decision. We don't even have to hold tryouts. Give Dante his call now. Dante, listen. I'm going to let you go so you can get on another team right now before it gets too late. What? Yeah. Goodbye. Click. Dion!
Ronbo, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
You know, I'm doing great. I just laid Dante off. He can kick it. He can get his. We'll get his severance check. We got nothing but tough guys. D, I don't see him surviving this. But besides that, give me your take on what's going on with day 3 and anything else you want to add about my dude, Joe Staley. My God, Joe.
I tell you this, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to cry when I heard about it because Joe is the 49ers, man. Like there's several 49ers that should get a ring if we ever win one, and Joe is one of them. Joe, Frank Gore, and Patrick Willis should all get a ring if we actually wind up getting a Super Bowl ring. You know what I mean? Because those guys were staples. They meant so much to us. And I think Joe just, realized, man, I don't have it anymore. I don't have any more left in the tank. And, it's fine, man. I appreciate everything he did. There's nothing bad to say about Staley. I can't even get mad at him for what he did. And I thank him for everything. Moving on to the draft. Everybody can be happy. Everybody can be perfect with that. I'm going to give the draft a C-. And the reason I'm going to give it a C- because John Lynch still doesn't know how to trade. The trade for Trent Williams made all the sense in the world. Don't get me wrong. The trade for Ayuk was stupid. The trade for Keith was stupid. Like people aren't looking at the broad spectrum of things on how you trade and what you do to be able to acquire the right picks and how you do it correctly. If he wants to learn, he should call Bill Belichick, and Belichick will teach him everything that he needs to know. I'm sorry. That's just my thought process on that. Period. Point blank.
That's okay. It's fine. A lot of people probably appreciate that.
Everybody else jumped at it. Oh, I'm happy. I love it. I'm great. Okay, we don't know who this tackle is out of West Virginia. This random dude. The last kid that we got, Jajuan Jennings. I guess. Trading Matt Breida, trading Marquise Goodwin were two good things that needed to happen. But the one thing about it is, we needed to make sure that we got capital for that. And we immediately used that capital on a tackle we know nothing about. We immediately went ahead and traded Keith, but then gave up something to get it, like give him away. Like this doesn't add up. You know what I mean? So for me, in the grand scheme of things, C- on the draft. John Lynch, you did all right. You gave up way too much for Ayuk. He would have been there. And you gave up way too much for, you gave up the 5th and the 3rd. All right, that's cool, but he better re-sign him. If he does what he did with Emmanuel Sanders with Trent Williams,
I know that.
Then that shows you incompetency because you can't do that. And Trent's got a good 3 to 4 years left in him. We know this. He's got at least a good 3 to 4, and that's perfect because it gives us time to find another guy. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, C- on the draft for me. I had to take a look at this receiver, Jajuan Jennings. I don't know yet.
But I just one thing I want to mention though, sitting on a negotiation, maybe Lynch was hell bent on closing that deal, and he felt like maybe the added assets were probably something he could actually part with, rather than continue to haggle with these people, or else go elsewhere because maybe they were playing a hard butt on this, and if the other guy's playing hardball, I really want to close this deal. I start to see where am I going to suffer more, if I give him this, or if I continue my search. I think when you're hemming and hawing like that, sometimes it looks right like now that the 49ers gave up too much, but we weren't sitting there on the deal. We don't know what was said, what was done, or, what else was attached to not making that deal. You know what I mean? Because the velocity of not making that deal may have been too much more than saying, well, you're not going to give me this in return. You're not reciprocating like I think you should. Let's just go ahead and agree to disagree and have a good day. You don't know if that was the case.
I can understand that, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I can understand that, Ronbo. I really can. I'm not going to front that. The only thing I'm saying is just he needs more experience and he has to understand how it really gets done. To me, he should have been a little bit better at it and a little bit smarter with it, a little more shrewd with it. But he's still inexperienced, so I have to give him that. I can understand that part. He said he is inexperienced. But
we'll
like I said,
year if he improves.
We'll see.
Hey, hold on.
We'll see if he improves.
Hold on. How many GMs do you know that clears $7 million in cap space? No. So he cleared $7 million in cap space within 30 minutes, right? Then he clears another $21 million in cap space over 2 years with Joe Staley and gets a 7-time Pro Bowl tackle on the 3rd day of the draft. Bro, stop it.
Okay, he didn't clear. Okay, Dre, he didn't clear that cap space. Joe Staley retired, so Joe Staley cleared that cap space. Don't even try that.
It's right. It's cleared, right? We got a
It is, but that's not John Lynch doing. John Lynch didn't clear that. He didn't trade Joe Staley.
We got a 7-time Pro Bowl on the 3rd day of the draft. John Lynch told you exactly what he was going to do. He said it's quality over quantity, and you still whining about it. See, this is come on, bro. We got to be better than that.
That's your opinion, brother. That's your opinion, brother. I respect it, but mine is not is the fact that he didn't do it right.
It's the truth. All right, well, get off the phone so I can get on the truth.
All right, Trey. He's got a way to punch it in that you can't even stop. He becomes his own fast.
You know how it is. It's all good. That's Dre. I still love him. There ain't no love lost for that. That's still my dog.
I'm glad you feel that way. Because we're gonna. Okay, D, looks like we ran out of time too. We'll continue this tomorrow night.
All right, brother.
And there could be some more developments between tomorrow too. Who knows?
Of course. Can I get one last thing, man? It's my wife's birthday.
If you can do it like 15
I get a Niner
seconds.
birthday shout out for her? Yeah, if I can get a Niner birthday shout out for her name is Jasmine. That's all I ask from you, Ronbo. And I'm good.
Jasmine, all right. You go ahead. And I'll say goodbye to you, and I'll sing to Jasmine right now. All right, D.
All right.
See, one thing about us, we are 49er fans. We're just really high energy strong. Jasmine. This is Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine, it's amazing how your name comes up to put sugar on top of all that bitterness, that hostility. Ladies, I gotta make it better than I do for the guys, right? Happy baby. Happy baby, happy birthday, Jasmine. Happy Niners birthday to Jasmine. Happy Niners. Birthday to Jasmine. All right, Jazz. And hey, Ryan Watkins, thank you for having me. Says great to draft the names. The front office did really good. And Ronbo, stay safe, family. Love y'all. And it's good to have point versus counterpoints. Dre is going to have his opinion, so we don't need to get mad. Dion did the same thing. He didn't get mad. He just came. They just go back and forth. There's no need for everybody to start hating on each other after we disagree with something. So that was a pleasant exchange, actually. Dion stood by his horses. He still feels that John Lynch has some things to learn as a negotiator in these contract deals, and let's see what he does next year. John Lynch. My own feeling is I trust him to the point that I could have my bias could be in the wrong direction too. Dion looks at it the whole picture, so I ain't mad at him. Hey, Well, here's Lee just in time. Lee, come on in, man, and shed some light on what has become a sudden thing, along with day 3 and everything else you want to talk about.
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Hey, Lee. Tell you, man. Oh, hey, good work on
Yeah,
Texas,
man,
boy,
I've been up
Texas
to-
girl, too.
Oh, no. Man, I've been sitting there, Ronbo, watching every pick. I got up at 4 a.m. to watch the draft. I've been just waiting for Talon. And, I go over a lot of these picks, and I hit a lot of players on the board today, and I don't know where to start. There's some good and there's some bad. I feel like best thing we did was get Trent Williams, to replace Joe Staley. That's a tough thing, I know, for like real diehard Niner fans, because Joe Staley was a huge part of this team.
Because Lee, you're right.
But
We don't
the
know
guy
if
we
Wirfs,
got is probably the
we
best
don't know
guy
if
to
Wirfs,
replace him.
because we don't know if Wirfs was going to come in and look like Joe Staley, Ezra Cleveland. These guys, these are kids. We got Trent Williams, a
You got
Kyle
a Pro Bowl
Shanahan.
kind of a guy.
Yeah, a guy that works in childcare. They came and learned
And a
from
guy
Kyle.
that knows the scheme.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a bingo.
And we got him, we got him on a deal, and that was a smart thing by John Lynch. I heard the other caller before, Ronbo, and this is something I sort of touched on the other day. Like, a lot of these decisions aren't just John Lynch. A lot of these decisions are Kyle's decision. Okay, when we make moves for offensive and wide receiver players, that's not John Lynch. He's not the head coach. He's not the offensive coordinator. This is Kyle's offense. So when we move up for a pick like a wide receiver, that's Kyle. Kyle said it the other year when he did it with Pettis. He said it this year. Ayuk's is better Pettis. He got this guy to replace Pettis. So, don't go, blaming our GM. Because at the end of the day,
Lee,
how do we get John
question.
Lynch?
Lee, have you got, is that official? Is that real? He got Ayuk to replace Pettis?
Go look it.
I can't wait to go look it
Go
up.
look what he said.
I can't wait.
Go look what he said, Ronbo. He said Ayuk reminds him of Pettis, okay? What did he do in 2018? He used a 3rd-round pick, right?
Yeah.
And a 2nd-round pick to move up and get Pettis. Okay, Pettis didn't pan out, ladies and gentlemen. The person that was in the chat last year saying that Pettis was going to be the next Jerry Rice, put a bag over your head and run down to Las Vegas, okay? Because, come on, mate, that was not the call. We got this guy to replace Pettis. That's a fact, Ronbo. You can look it up. You can go see what Pettis said after the pick the other day.
You know what, Lee, I'll take your word for it, because I fully support that line of thinking. So sick of Dante, I can't stand it. Okay, but anyway, go ahead and continue with your other
path. This is what this pick is, and we needed him because, we lost Sanders. I don't agree with the trade, but the first 2 guys that we did acquire day 1, they're real talented players, and they're going to fill big holes because we needed a receiver, we needed a defensive tackle. That I wanted CD Ronbo, and that hurts because I sit here and I have to read reports today that the Dallas Cowboys had the best draft of the entire draft because they got the steal of the draft, Now they're comparing this Cowboys team to the 1990s team as the best offense in the NFC. But we're lucky because we have one key thing. We have Kyle Shanahan. Okay, we have the best play caller in all of football and all of the NFL, the best offensive play callers. So they don't have the best offense. When we look at our team, I was looking at picks today. I told you about guys like Keem Davis. He was the first guy off the board today, Ron, but I told you about him yesterday. Amik Robinson. Okay, Amik Robinson, the Raiders picked him today, Ronbo. We could have used that 4th-round pick we used for Ayuk to get him. They're saying he's the steal of the draft today, okay? That's what I hate because there was a lot of talent we missed out on. But But the Trent Williams is huge for us. So that's probably our best thing we did today. We got some good UDFAs on, but we got 2 good running backs. One of them's going to come in and win a spot, I think, with Breda gone. Ahmed looks good out of Washington. He looks explosive. And the other guy out of Baylor's good too. To Michael Hasty. He's like a little tough guy. Reminds me like he's small, but he's real tough. He can even play on special teams. I've seen him do a head on this guy and take him out. So he's promising. The Jajuan Jennings pick, I heard that's a sort of insurance pick for Jalen Hurd. Remember how Jalen Hurd got injured last year, Ronbo?
Yeah. He looks like he's healthy right now.
So bad.
Lee, but if Hurd is okay, I don't hesitate. I'm done with Dante. Because I got a feeling Jennings is going to out-tough Dante no matter what else he does, right? The 49ers pass game this year will be equal to its run game. I can already see it, and I already predicted it anyway, because they had a year to get that together. Yeah. It takes a little longer in the passing game than the run game. But now the Cowboys can get rated wherever they want to, Lee. I don't care. They still got Dak Prescott. And what's the coach's name? I mean, I don't. The head coach. I don't see them beating
The Green Bay
49ers.
coach.
Yeah.
It's gone over to the Dallas Cowboys. He's going to need time. It's like anything, cohesion and adjustments, and it's the same with the Bucks. Like on paper, they got crazy talent, but they're going to need time to get that chemistry and that cohesion, and we've already got that, because we went to the Super Bowl last year, so we're a step ahead of these teams.
You got the advantage.
So
no preseason training.
Yeah, I do worry about Jalen Hurd though, Ronbo, because this sort of pick shows you that it's insurance just in case he's not healthy, because he had a back injury, and people were wondering why he wasn't with the team. Was because he couldn't sit on an airplane and travel because his back was that bad post-surgery. So I'm hoping he's good this year, and we got that red zone threat.
And it healed up since February? Kind of scary thought, huh? Lee, awesome stuff as per usual. I got enlightened on a couple of things.
Yeah, shout out to all the usuals, all the Treys and all the OGs. I heard Dre before jumper. Shout out to Shay, Ronbo, and shout out to Sheik and all the guys that call in. And you and your team. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Texas boy just checked in, so he's already starting. So go light him up. All right. Talk to you later. It's Lee. Ah, God. Omar, Dade City, Omar. Come on in, Omar.
What, Ronbo?
Omar, when the dust settles with everything that's going on, we just became a much better team. I really do feel that way. Because, you know what? 4 or 5 years ago, when Joe was at his prime, I would say this is a lateral move. But now that Joe has slowed down, you bring in Trent Williams. Anything that was coming after Jimmy on that left side, oh, my God, forget about it. You're going to driven in the dirt. Mike Milkich is going to get even better from the left side. Jimmy G now will most likely with Brunskill at guard's position. Tomlinson over here, Weston Richburg in the middle. He'll have all the time he needs to throw. He's going to be dotting I's and crossing T's like crazy, Omar. Oh, my God. God, this is exciting. I can't wait for the season to get started. Omar, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's my turn. It's my turn, Ronbo. Come on now.
Start his time over.
Listen, man. Listen. I give Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. And this draft was definitely an A. I don't know what the other caller was talking about, giving us a C minus. That dude is crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. But everybody's entitled to their own opinions, like you said. That's his opinion. But I think they have a masterful plan in this draft. They got the guys they wanted. I think Green Bay wanted IU. It was smart to trade up and get your guy. Go get your guy, man. If you want a guy, go get him. We are stacked on this team. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the freaking Cowboys. To them, we are the Niners. We are loaded on every position. I can't wait for Kinlaw and them boys because our D-line looks like the monsters from the Space Jam movie, straight up.
I love that movie. I do. Oh, you're right. Big old cartoons, boy, making Mike look little.
We are the monsters. We are the monsters from Space Jam. That's our D-line, straight up. I don't care what anyone has to say. Man, we are going to be winning now and in the near future. Our team is stacked. Unfortunately, I hate to see Matt Breida get traded, but, it's a business, I guess, but we're loaded in the running back position. Not only that, we got our receivers. We drafted Jennings from Tennessee. That guy right there fell because his 40 time was a little bit slow.
Well, not only that, he's a little bit of a bad boy. Otherwise, his talent is not. I like this
guy, though.
Yeah, I'm saying his talent's way better than the 7th round pick from what I'm hearing now.
No. He's a good talent. I mean, look, man. Debo, IU, Kittles, Hurd, Jennings. I mean, now it's going to probably be Pettis and let him color his hair elsewhere.
You had to work to figure. I'm telling you, Pettis doesn't fit with this group, man.
No, he's not a dog. He's not a dog. He's a long time ago. He's not a dog. We got dogs on this team. We need dogs. We don't need little puppies. We need dogs that want to win.
Or kitties.
And then another receiver that we're not talking about is Point Dexter. No one talks about this guy. I think he got hurt, didn't he?
Torn ACL.
Point Dexter?
Yeah.
Yes. He's 6'4". He's 6'3", 6'4". if he's still on our roster, I don't know what he's gonna do, but
he's
just throw him in the mix too, because
ACL is. I don't know if he didn't have that injury.
Okay.
He might be able to compete. I can't imagine him coming back this year and competing. Who would you say he might? You got 6 guys, and I think I got them already lined up: Debo, Kendrick, Trent, Brandon Ayuk, Jalen Hurd, and Mrs. Jennings. Boy, just came in and took Dante's job.
Yeah.
That group right there.
Exactly, he did. It's exactly what you just said. He took Jennings right there, took his job, and he probably will be getting cut. And
he knows.
I can't wait. Our offense is going to be as good as our front line, in my opinion. I mean, I can't wait for the season to get started, man. We did a brilliant, masterful job in this draft. I think we got a tight end. He's more of a blocking guy, but I think he could catch the ball a few times because I've seen his tape. He's going to be okay because he'll learn from Kittles, but he's a good blocker, though.
You don't even worry about
he throws some pancake blocks. He can block.
Kittle was the same way. Nobody knew Kittle could do what he does as far as catching the ball. Remember when what was our quarterback the first year? Hoyer. Hoyer said after a few weeks they didn't know how to use this guy at Iowa. I didn't know what he was talking about then.
That's what I was wondering. But like I said, Georgia didn't use this guy too much, and I think
Georgia likes to
threw
run
the ball once in a while, but he was used more for blocking schemes, like blocking for the running backs or whatever. I think this guy might be a sleeper, and who knows what these guys are going to be. But if he can learn from Kittles, you never know what can happen. But our team is loaded, man. I'm happy. And then we get Trent Williams. I could not believe it, man, because I woke up and I seen Trent Williams in San Francisco. I said, what?
Didn't believe it, huh? I didn't either. Saw it on my phone.
I still haven't pinched myself, man. This is a reality here, man. Dude, the hole that Raheem Mostert is going to be running through? Come on, now, think about that. The holes are going to be huge, man. Huge.
Okay. We're going to go, fam. I'm going to see you tomorrow night on Raw, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to give a big shout-out to all the Niner fans out there. We have a hell of a draft, and we're going to be doing some big things this year. Like the hell with the Cowboys. Everyone talking about the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. We're out of the 49ers.
Still got Dak. And McCarthy?
Dak is whack.
Yeah,
Dak is whack. Yeah, Dak is whack. Dak wants $30 million a year. He ain't worth 30. I'm sorry, bro.
Are you serious? Hey, Omar. He wants 40.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not kidding you. Dak is kidding you. I'll see you tomorrow, fam. All right.
Anyway, man.
Okay. I just got through redoing my list. It looks so nice. Debo, Kendrick, Trent, Brandon, Jalen, and Jajuan. Hey, Charles.
How you doing there, Ronbo?
I'm doing great.
How you doing, Ronbo?
I'm telling you, I'm loving everything now. Nobody's going to stop the 49ers now. Nobody has the capability. And Kyle Shanahan has all the weaponry he needs. Now, instead of going only in the third gear, as we did a lot on offense last year, Charles, the man, is going to be shifting into overdrive by the time the fourth quarter comes. Oh, my God. But Charles.
I wish the season started next week. I can't wait to watch this all go down. It's going to be – John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan did a hell of a job in this draft. Not only did they get the guys they wanted, but Trent Williams – all pro?
I didn't see that one coming from a mile 15. I was just what?
I thought it was fake because people were saying I thought it was all fake. I thought it was just chatter, Like
somebody fake news, right? I went and checked it out too. I saw the notification on my phone. Then I went to check it. Word? They're serious. We all had the same reaction, I think.
I was like, oh. And shout out to Joe Staley. I love that man. I hope he has a great return.
I hope to keep him in the front office. We got to have him in the front. He's got to stay with the organization. Joe may be tired of the 49ers.
I hope he gets some type of job.
Yeah. Or at least do the Joe show. Just make sure we see you all the time.
Yeah, the Georgetown needs to stay in the Bay. We need you every damn week. So, Ronbo, someone said that Brandon Ayuk reminds them of Dante Pettis.
No, he
Did I hear that correctly?
Well, I think he meant in terms of being able to run route and things like that. That's where it ends. This guy and Dante Pettis are as different as night and day. Whew. Otherwise, but he wanted somebody to do what Ayuk does, and Dante was supposed to do that.
I was gonna say Brandon Ayuk. The only difference between him and Dante was Brandon Ayuk is a dog. He's got dog mentality. He will hit you. He will scratch, claw. He's going to do everything he can to come get you. And someone said the Space Jam, we're going to be like the Space Jam Master.
I like that.
Oh,
that was Omar.
Shout out to you, man. That was the exact thing. That was the exact type of thing I was thinking. Jajuan Jennings is going to be a beast up the middle. I looked up his draft profile is. What's it called? Where they try to see what you're good at and you're not good at. You know what I mean?
Strengths and weaknesses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he said he consistently won double team. He's not gonna get double teamed in the first. He gets all man to man, all just one-on-one battles. You already know it's gonna be a wrap. That we're not gonna drop off. We're gonna continue to win the NFC just like we did last year. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be one hell of a ride again.
With a better offense. But a lot of people don't see it coming. They think Jimmy G's going to come out there and still be the same as he was last year. And they're just going to run the ball and that's all. I can't wait to see their faces. That's the second year. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be more entertaining this year than ever. But I wish they could get some practice in before the season starts.
Yes, that's the only thing that's going to determine whether Jimmy G gets into that MVP conversation. He needs to gain that rapport with Brandon Ayuk. He needs that connection. He needs something. He needs to just throw something at him in order to increase his game.
But the thing about Ayuk, no matter how slow or how much time it takes for him and Ayuk to develop chemistry, he's already developed it with Debo, Kittle, Bourne. You got three guys right there. Ayuk can learn at his own curve. He may be a fast learner. I don't know. But the thing is, he's already got his guys. Trent Taylor's back, and they've had a chemistry for a while. It just took a recess. So you got 4 solid targets for Jimmy already coming back, and they're pretty reliable.
You got weapons.
Yeah.
And before I head out, I just want to say one more thing. Someone said people are saying that John Lynch was overpaying for players like Ayuk.
For Ayuk,
well,
too much. Gave up too much.
Yeah, that's the name of the game nowadays, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Dak Prescott is really getting $40 million. No one in their right mind thinks he's worth $40 million. But that's what he's gonna get.
He ain't even the best quarterback. I mean, Mahomes ain't getting $40 million. Dak, how the hell you gonna get $40 million? We're playing 8-8. What? Give me a bow. I hope Jerry should have drafted a quarterback just to mess with Dak. But he's gonna pay Dak. Yeah, he's gonna do it, Charles. I know he is.
Oh, it's gonna be funny. When I see Dak Prescott gets that $40 million per year, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Charles, we gotta go. And you think you're gonna laugh at that? Wait till if Prescott sets the $40 million as the standard. That means Mahomes gets paid upward of $40 million next year, and that is gonna end the Chiefs.
Boy, this is gonna be fun.
But Jimmy's a bargain. He's a bargain basement quarterback. Hey, Charles, we see you tomorrow, fam. Oh, God. This is it. Hey, Justin.
What calls you doing? Hello, how you doing today?
Justin, got me started on the Cowboys. See, here's the thing. If Dak's going to get paid $40 million, people said, Jimmy needs to give some of that money back. No. If Jimmy has a good season, Jimmy needs to get paid more than Dak next year. But Justin, that's neither here nor there. It's a joke anyway. But listen, what
I would first like to honor Joe Staley. I remember when I was a kid. I grew up. Half my family's Raider fans, half my family's Niner fans. And
we got the same problem.
And then 1% is maybe a Cowboys fan.
So in 2007, when we took Joe Staley, that was one of my favorite players. Him and Frank Gore.
Yeah.
So just watch him grow and watch him, he got me back into football because he was always positive. No matter if we were 2-14, 0-6, no matter we're 1-15, it was always positive. And that's what kept me watching.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what kept me watching. So I do want to honor him and say thank you for everything. Yeah, good luck on your new journey in life.
It's going to be a huge celebration for Joe. We're just getting started with that.
I low key thought, I was like, okay, because McGlinchey played right guard at some point in his career. I think it was Notre Dame for a brief.
You mean left guard?
As they moved McGlinchey, left guard. Okay. Oh, I just thought, I was like, okay, they moved McGlinchey to right guard and then moved him to right tackle. Okay, that's a formal offensive line. But then I started thinking about, oh wait, Staley. Oh no, we might lose him. And yeah, we did. So it kind of stung a little bit. I kind of expected it, but then it kind of stung. It kind of stung because I was like, damn it, we didn't get a ring from him. We got to this year now. We have to. I mean, it's just no hit and misses anymore. We have to win. We have to win. It's now or never. So I just hope. Yeah. So and the Jajuan Jennings pick, I love that pick. 6'4", receiver out of Tennessee, team captain. The yards after catch is phenomenal. And that guy's a really great receiver. So I love that pick for the last pick we picked up on him.
This is why I cannot see him losing.
So.
I cannot see Dante beating him out. Unless Dante just comes all the way out of a bag next few weeks from now or whatever, I can't see him losing after Dante. Can't see it.
I'm gonna laugh if Dante passes traded to the Eagles.
Dante doesn't get tougher real soon. He's gonna be out of the league. You can't play like that and expect anybody wants you on their team. So
I know George Kittle can try to save his behind all he wants. I love you, George, but you can only defend him so much to a point where you're just like, what are you doing, man? Why am I always have to defend you? Why can't you just pick up the weights and work out? Get stronger because you got injured your first year. I think it was an ACL tear, right? It was ACL or meniscus, whatever. And then, so he's got to bulk up a little bit.
Yeah, and his mentality too. There's guys that are small that are a little more fearless than Dante. Dante is not.
Trent Taylor.
Yeah.
Trent Taylor is a perfect example right there. Small, sometimes.
He'll run
small, but that guy can go up and take a hit.
And he'll run across the middle of the field in a heartbeat. Yeah.
There was this game against Seattle where he actually got the Seahawks guy a 15-yard penalty. I don't know if you remember that game where the Seahawks guy pushed his helmet. 15 yards.
Trent, he makes defenders mad. Remember, the Honey Badger and him almost got into a fight that first year we played the Cardinals, and Trent did a number on him.
I do remember
and he got mad. I said, look at this.
Yeah.
Frustration.
I'm excited about Trent Williams. I kind of called it, but I was like, there's gonna be a big trade tomorrow. I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be Trent Williams, but I kind of sensed it. I was like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen because he denied that trade to Vikings. And Trey, I don't want to hear no more about the Kirk Cousins because you saw what Williams said. He didn't want to play with no Kirk Cousins. Okay, you want to play with Jimmy. Okay, that should show you the Kirk Cousins is bottom feeder trash. Okay?
Did you hear what he said? I'll play for him. I'll play with Jimmy for free. Oh, all right. Now we're talking. I love it. People have faith. See, players know how to. They look at Jimmy different than a lot of people do.
And if he signed with the Vikings, he could have got that contract extension, but he declined that trade
because you want to work with Cousins
on a 1-year contract. Yep. So I don't want to hear him no more out of Trey. Okay, no more out of Trey. All right, Trey. I hope you're listening.
Trey stopped with Cousins anyway, pretty much. He does it on occasion, but very quiet.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he did not. Because I know he still has a secret man crush for that guy.
Justin, we gotta go. I'm gonna see you tomorrow on Raw.
That's all.
Stay safe
Trey.
out there.
It's all love, Trey. I know you're gonna cut. It's all love, Trey. I hope you don't take it serious, but
he's not.
It's all good. But have a blessed day, everyone, and drive safe and stay blessed. All right, man.
FM night. Here's Justin, our man. It's making sure when you go get your food, he's there to make sure you get it. Hey. Hey, John.
What's up, Ronbo?
John, you got to turn your speaker
I
down.
ain't talk to you in a minute, man.
Yeah, turn your speaker down, though. You got to mute that out because you're getting the feedback.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hear me now.
You hear
Hey,
me?
John, good to hear from you again. Come on in, man.
Man, yeah, it's been a minute, isn't it?
Yeah. Because,
Yeah,
a lot's
man.
happened
Hey,
since
man.
last time we talked. Go ahead.
This draft was amazing, man. I don't know what all the other callers talking about, man.
Well,
I really enjoyed this draft.
It's about, the 49ers gave up stuff here and there. But I think the 49ers said, look, you know what? Dude, take this then. Just let's do this. I think that doesn't set well with a lot of people. They want us to, they want the equally dealing. But it doesn't always work like that. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But it can be perceived as being weak, by some people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway.
But you know what, Rombo? It's a chess game, man.
I know.
You gonna accumulate picks. I mean, damn it, you gonna use every one. Some of them you gotta give them up for position. It's just like chess pieces, You got all these different chess pieces, and some of them might fall.
Yeah.
But as long as you call a checkmate at the end of the game.
Yeah, don't
That's
capture
all,
my king
that's
or
all
bishop.
we care about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like that pickup with Trent. Sorry to see Joe retire, man. But
I know
that's a part of the game.
But
yeah,
Joe was
man.
hurting.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy not having Joe out there, man.
But remember, John,
That's
years
gonna be
before,
crazy.
you couldn't get Joe off the field. Joe never got hurt. This last 2 years, Joe spent some time on the sideline, and he was just sticking out this last year because he knew he had a chance. I think Joe was ready to quit last year.
Yeah.
So I saw
He was
so
ready,
badly we could have got a ring for him.
Yeah.
It was that dang close.
Yeah. But back to what the other call was saying about Dante Pettis, man. Dante Pettis on the chopping block, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's on the chopping block for real. But you know what though?
Yeah.
One thing that I said about Dante Pettis, that game against the Steelers, he pulled us out that game.
That's true. He's had
he
some
pulled
plays.
us out that game. Now that was about to be a loss.
I know. But Charles, John, he's had some plays. We can't say he didn't do nothing, but we just seen his character got exposed on a few occasions that lets you know he's not the future. you gotta be
they got
a bad
some dogs
dude.
now, man.
Yeah.
They got that dude from Tennessee,
Jennings.
Jenkins, Jauan, and then you got Herb will be back. He a dog, and then you're gonna have
Ayuk.
You got Debo, he a dog. You got Trent Taylor. You got you saw the tape on
Ayuk?
Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That dude.
That dude is ridiculous. I didn't know he was that good. Like I knew a lot of people looking at him. But when I went back and saw the tape of him, I was like, "Oh my God!"
See,
this
that's why
is ridiculous.
John, that's why it's easy
and
to
that
believe.
dude's arm so long.
Oh, he's got Neanderthal arm. That's why there were teams going after him. I think the 49ers got wind. I don't know who informs them of this, but they knew it. They probably used more than anybody wanted them to use to get up, but they did what they had to do. I ain't gonna be mad at them.
I think the best move when they hired Shanahan and Lynch, I think John Elway did a great thing for our franchise by giving John Lynch Peters.
Yeah.
Because that dude is the talent that's why I don't understand everybody jumping in the uproar. When I look at the stats today, it was like they said 15% of the rosters is first rounders. And it was like 20% of NFL rosters is like the second round. 60 to 65% of NFL rosters is that third day and undrafted free agents.
See that? We got nothing but we're the cream at the top of the pot, John. That first line is still all first string killers.
Oh
I
man,
can't
man,
wait. The NFL
that's
has
dangerous.
no idea what's coming, but it's gonna be dark
That
days
line
in most
is
Sundays in
ridiculous.
most towns.
Rumble, that line is ridiculous. Man, that line, and you know, I'm in South Carolina, so you know, man, old boy a beast. Yeah, man, I'm in South Carolina, man. So you know,
John,
I done seen old boy, like
John,
old boy a beast.
John, we gotta go. I'm gonna see you on Sunday. Come on back and let's finish this up. All right?
I will.
All right, fam.
All right, Rumble. Hey man, can you give me a holler out?
Oh yeah.
A Niner?
Niners! Yeah! All right, John.
All right. Thanks, Ronbo. Have a good one.
Jay, come on in, Jay.
Ronbo.
Jay, you saw last 3 days, what's happening in the last few hours. It's crazy, man. What are you feeling?
Hey.
Hmm.
I thought I was.
Nah, that's somebody else hopped on.
I don't know what's going on now. Okay. Jay, is that you?
Somebody hopped in just now, too.
Okay. It might have been John saying goodbye. Good night, John. All right, go ahead, Jay. We got to move fast, guys. After the time's up, we got to go because we got too many people waiting on the phone. Sometimes we get too far. But, Jay, what's up?
Yeah, man, they get an A for what they did. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't mad at them. We replaced the talent that we was losing with equal talent. You know, and we ain't had that many draft picks there. And like everybody mad, you know, we traded up for Ayuk, but that was Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan said that was his second option at receiver. He said it was hard between him and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And I think if Ken Lowe wasn't there, we would have got CeeDee Lamb.
No, wait a minute. John,
you know,
let me just say this about that, though. You know what happened? Because Ayuk said he knew it was him when the 49ers traded down. Because if CeeDee Lamb they wanted, why didn't they just go get him right away?
Because because you know John got to get his defense tight first. You know what I mean? So if Ken Law was gone, they was gonna get CeeDee Lamb and then do something else with that second pick. Because Chris Sims, that's Kyle Shanahan boy.
Yeah.
He even said
he said Jerry Judy's not his kind of guy. Yeah, I remember that conversation.
But I listened to him the other day though. But he was like, Kyle Shanahan had a hard decision between CeeDee Lamb and Ken Law because Kyle Shanahan liked CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And then
it's just really because he could have traded up earlier.
And then they said,
all right, okay.
Yeah, but then they said Ayuk was the third best generational talent, and Ken Law was the first. So who was the second?
Because you know what? No matter they didn't talk about it much, but they really were concerned about DeForest Buckner's being pulled out and trying to recover his position and duties with what they had on the roster, just shifting back and forth. Although I think DJ Jones is going to be really tough, but they did want to get.
Yeah,
you can get a stud.
They wanted to keep that line of strength.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. If the priority was probably defense first, they had 5 or 6 guys. I don't know how Ken Law even fell that far. So that's why they said, we'll take him. Yeah. So.
And Cal probably had the 2 receivers ranked like right next to each other, so it was like I can deal. Cal was like, I can deal with either one. And then we saved 3.6 with Breeder trade. We saved about 3.4 with
Marquise. That's 4.5. Marquise, he was doing 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, so we saved about $7 million. Then Joe Staley was getting 10.5. So you know what I mean. So we did all right.
Wait, I thought Joe was around 14. Okay.
So it must be bonuses and stuff because I was just now reading the article.
Oh, that's the base was maybe okay.
Yeah. So they did good. They we ain't had that many picks. So and then everybody else today,
They gonna be part of the team, you know.
But every pick was solid. That's the thing. Because we're a Super Bowl team. We don't need a house full of picks. If each and every one has a purpose for being brought in, and think if Jennings makes his team, that's a 7th round pick. Booyah.
Yeah, you right. They might even try to bulk him up 15, 20 pounds, put him as our receiving tight end.
Yeah, but you can do that to Hurd. I think Hurd carries the weight a little better because he's been up to 250 before. But you got another tight end.
Yeah, but Hurd a little more swifter though. You know what I mean? He's a little bit more faster.
That's why I like it.
Jennings running 4.71, and then you don't want Hurd down there with that bad back.
Yeah, I was just saying because Hurd's faster than Jennings, but that's okay because. Jennings, if he's doggish as he sounds, whoever's trying to play is going to have trouble. We'll see what he looks like later. Because Big Show said he's one of the best yak men in the league. If not, no, he was the best. CD was second to this dude. We're both talking. We're talking SEC for Jennings.
Yeah, he's tough. He's definitely tough. And I think Debo had Kyle Shanahan had an effect on Kyle Shanahan. He changed what he wanted out of receivers. He wanted fast and quick receivers. Now he wants tough ones.
That was the plan last year anyway. That's why they got Hurd too. Same thing, tough. When they get the ball, look out. Yeah.
And I like that dude, DeMarcus Asa from Missouri. That corner we got.
Time is up on. Clock ran out quick. Hey, fam, we out of time. We got to roll. I will see you Sunday. I don't know where I thought I was. Too much sleeping. Let me see you tomorrow, fam. Hey, Will, Dollar, Bill, Will.
Ronbo, what's going on, man?
Oh, Will's fresh off his victory of pulling Kinlaw. He tried to tell y'all would listen. I believed him. But Will, hey, day 3, sup, Trent Williams. Added to the roster. We did a little house cleaning. Goodwin, Breda, out of here. And we're going to miss him. I loved him. But we did things. What do you think? I don't like Joe Staley retiring, but I do understand what we did was good.
So first off, I want to give a shout out to Joe Staley, man. I appreciate the years that you gave to the 49ers. You will be forever missed. And we appreciate your contribution to the San Francisco 49ers, man. And I hope and pray that you make it into the Hall of Fame because I believe you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. But this is one person I want to give a shout out to, man. We ain't nobody mentioning him. His name is Jed York. Jed York, man, you came to your sisters, and I think I'm proud of you, man. All the few years we've been through, the turmoil and all that, man. You finally got your head on straight, and you're being a real owner, man. You brought John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan into this franchise, man, and the rest speaks for itself. I'm proud of you, Jed York. Keep up the good work. Kyle and John, nothing to be explained. You already know y'all the best.
It's great.
Y'all the best, man. But yeah, man, they get an A, man. Kinlaw, I believe, I love the pick again that John and Kyle did, man. IU, Kyle Shanahan. Let me clear this up for people who giving you false information. Kyle Shanahan told IU that if Kinlaw was gone off the board, IU was was going to be the 13th pick. That's what he told IU. And then on top of that, league officials was letting Kyle and John know that Brandon Ayuk name was heating up in the first round. His name was getting around a lot, so they had to go ahead and do what they had to do to get him. That's why they ended up getting Ayuk. Ayuk was going to be the 13th pick if Kinlaw was gone. That's what he told Brandon Ayuk. So,
I heard that interview with Ayuk. He said that was. Yeah, what you're saying is what he told him.
They were getting intel. Right, they was getting intel that Brandon Ayuk's name was heating up, and teams was about to get him, so they had to give away those picks to get him. So I now understand why they did that. Trent Williams, man, I tell you what, Trent Williams, Fox Sports, ESPN, all you guys, y'all about to get off Jimmy because this boy about to ball out now that he got Trent Williams.
Don't give Jimmy time to throw now. Don't do it. I tell you, people going to be shocked.
I'm telling you, hey, Mostert, Coleman, and Jet, they about to get about 20 yards a pop. 20, 30 yards a pop. This running offensive scheme that Kyle got is going to be magnificent, man. The defense side of the ball, that D-line. I'll tell you what, Ronbo, if everybody stays healthy, this coming up season, if everybody stays healthy, this team, this San Francisco 49ers team is going to be better than they was last year. Ford, Hurd, Taylor, them guys, if they remain healthy all this coming up season, this 49ers team that's coming up this season is going to be better than the team of this past season.
Promise.
And so we better get ready for this ride, man. I'm telling you, this is about to be another joyful ride that's coming up this season. If the season go ahead and be
played,
up as planned.
Because, the first 3 weeks, all the doubters that the offense was going to be any good are going to be in shock. And then about week 6, people are going to understand, I guess it does take a year to get used to Kyle Shanahan's offense. Look at him now, it's coming.
It's coming, man. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this draft, man. The first two callers in the beginning of your show, Ronbo, I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. I think they. I don't know what the hell they need. They need a hotline for help. I don't know what they talking about.
Opinions can vary,
See, Ronbo, this the thing, Ronbo. The San Francisco 49ers fan base, the only fan base that you can give a 49ers fan $20,000, they're gonna think that ain't enough. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
They don't think nothing is good enough. But
let me get you shifting because we gotta go. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday. We can talk some more. All right.
All right, man. DJ Reed and Marcel Harris, y'all better get ready because DeMarcus Acey out of Missouri and this other guy, Jared Maiden out of Alabama.
You'll take somebody's job. All right.
All right, man.
Night, Will. And forget about it. It's not Mike.
Forget about it. What's going on, Ronbo?
Mike, other than house frustrations.
What a day today. What a day.
Hey, and I think it's gonna, Mike, from here on out, I think we should probably wait, as I say, before we get mad at the 49ers, just wait. It's probably they got something working. You're seeing first part of it. Let's wait a minute.
Hey, look, though, it's like this, though, right? We're allowed to be critics and skeptical and everything. That's what we don't get paid to do, right, Ronbo?
Yeah, true. We get paid to get crazy and enjoy.
That's what we don't get paid to do, but that's what we love to do. We love to do it anyway. But listen, I got to tell you, I can't be happier with the way that it turned out. I got to be honest with you. I really can't. First things first, though. Shout out to you for being there through the process and allowing us all to be able to do this. This is great, Ronbo. I really do appreciate it, especially with everything that's going on right now. Definitely. And then the other thing I want to say is shout out to, I don't know if he listens to this or not, but I just got to say it for myself personally. I got to thank Joe Staley for everything that he did for all the years. I watched him all the way. He's a true 49er, from beginning to end. And as a faithful, I'm greatly appreciative to what he did. We always left it out there on the field. I'm heartbroken that we weren't able to get him a ring. But at the end of the day, I'm greatly appreciative of what he did. That being said, Ronbo, we got Trent friggin' Williams, baby. We got Trent friggin' Williams. That's an upgrade at the position. As hard as that is to say, but it is at this particular point in Joe's career. It's an upgrade at the position, and to know that we were able to put a Pro Bowl, All-Pro, left tackle over there to shore up Jimmy's blind side, that's a great thing, and I think it's going to be great. I knew Marquise Goodwin was going to go, as you did, Ronbo. We all kind of did. Everyone talked about it. I really wish we would have got more for him, though.
I feel like we just basically, we gave him to Philadelphia, and the crazy thing is when he gets there, I mean, based on what Philly had, right, Ronbo, he's almost the best receiver they got on their friggin' roster, right?
But you know what the thing is? They're building a speed city. I wonder, why did they decide to go this route? It's pretty funny. Goodwin, they got 3 guys, Rieger, a couple other guys. I said,
they definitely retooled it, but those are all rookie guys.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, honestly, when it came down to it, they were almost throwing safeties and what were they running, 3 or 4 tight ends because they had no receivers last year at the end of the year, right, Ronbo? I'm just saying, I would have liked to have seen that. The same thing goes with Breida. I mean, aside from him being a little bit of a fumble machine, he's still a starting caliber running back, and we just gave him to Miami for for a 5th rounder or whatever it was. I don't know, but I just I would have.
I don't think he was going to really make the rotation this year anyway, because I don't know what he did. Shannon's really done with Matty.
He fumbled. He fumbled. Shanny doesn't put up with that. Listen,
true.
Two things everyone should know about Coach Shanahan, all right? One is you can't drop passes. Go ask Carlos Hyde about that. And you can't fumble the friggin' football. Yeah, and you can't fumble the friggin' football. Now you can go ask Breida about that because he fumbled even at the end of that Green Bay game. I was there, and I tell you, excuse me, the end of the Minnesota game. He fumbled at the end of that Minnesota game when we were trying to, basically do the seal drive. We was doing the game sealing drive, and we fumbled the ball. We fumbled the ball at the very end there, and we had to go back on defense again. And you remember that shit. And from that point, I think he was in the game against the Packers for maybe 2 plays, and then he didn't even touch the field in the Super Bowl. So Shanahan doesn't play that. Shanahan doesn't play that fumble shit. You can't fumble and you can't drop the ball.
No forgive and forget. He just lets, that's it.
Yep.
I've made up my mind. And also, when you're on a team like the 49ers and you make mistakes like that, the next guy comes in, if he does too well too long, that's going to bury you. So these guys got to be careful about what they're doing out there. Mike, we're going to go. Because it's
all right. Hey, you have a good one. You have a good one, Ronbo. You have a good one. And shout out to the Niner faithful. A lot to be excited about. I just want to say this before I go. This is the starting lineup now.
Mike,
we got Eric Armstead. We got Javon the Law. I'm going to call him the Law. He's not Kinlaw. He's the Law. We got the Law. We got Armstead. We got Bosa, and we got Ford. That's a sexy lineup right there.
All right, Mike, I'm going to see you Sunday, baby.
Lineup.
Let's talk some more tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, you have a good one. All right.
All right, fam. And come on in, Dre.
Most hated. What's going on, my guy? What's going on?
It's a day. Hey, but Dre, we're always going to do this each and every year. There's going to be those crashing of opinions, So, I'm not surprised. We're pretty good this year compared to last year.
I'm not worried about that, bro. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to give my opinion and say what I feel. Dre is going to say what he feels at that moment. I sat on the stream with you for 5 hours, and people said, Dre, it seems like you calmed down and you're eating crow right now. And I said, yeah, I am. I owned up to that. You know what I mean? To those who don't like me, hey, you have Ronbo inbox you and tell you to come on for 5 hours and try to go lockstep with him for 5 hours. Let me see you do that and let me know what your football knowledge is. Until then, I don't care. You can kiss my ass. Yeah, at the end of the day, it was a great day.
It was.
As I said before, I felt that CeeDee Lamb or Judy in this offense would have been a generational talent, right? And I said that if those 3 guys were gone, I would take Kinlaw. But if those guys were there, I felt like we had to take them. So, yes, I flipped out. I spazzed out. I went all the way back. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, we did the stream for 5 hours. It was a good day. We talked a lot of football knowledge. Come to day 3. Now, within the first 18 minutes of day 3, we traded for a 7-time Pro Bowl tackle in Trent Williams. I did research for the last 2 hours. It has never happened in the NFL history. It's never happened. It has never happened. There has never been a team that trades for a 7-time Pro Bowl tackle on the third day of the draft. It's never happened. So that's history. Boom. So you got that, right? So then he restructures his contract from $14 million to $12.5 million. So a 7-time Pro Bowler who has been disgruntled saves you $1.5 million. Then you save $21 million from Joe Staley over the next year. Yes.
Trent was getting 14.
He was getting 14, but now he's getting 12.5. He restructured as soon as we got him over here. So you get a disgruntled 7-time Pro Bowl tackle to trade for, and he says, you know what, I'm going to play with you guys so bad that I'll take $1.5 million less. Okay? Then you wipe off $21 million from Joe Staley's books. There's only a $1 million cap hit, so we can spread that out over the next 2 years. So that's $500,000. So 12.5 out of 21, man. That's we did an awesome job saving money. Okay. Then you go and you get, I would say, the best blocking tight end in college football, and that is Charlie Woerner. His blocking rating was an 86. Okay. We got to remember, George Kittle, he only has 45 receptions in his college career. The same thing with Charlie Woerner. He only has 35 receptions in his college career. So don't get it messed up. He was with Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was the check-down king.
Who's the quarterback of Georgia? That's Jake? But then again, it's the coach's scheme, too. Because George is famous for running.
So let's not get that misunderstood, okay? So now, you get a guy for $14 million a year, you save $1.5 million, but you wipe off $21 million off the books on the third day of the draft. Okay, that's amazing. Then you get a receiver with the 7th round pick who had more broken tackles than CeeDee Lamb, and his measurables are basically the same as CeeDee Lamb's.
Big Show posted that up. I was shocked. He's just a bad boy. He probably should have went in the 3rd or 4th round from the way it sounds.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, then after that, we cleared within 15 minutes. We cleared $7 million off the books with Marquise Goodwin and Matt Breida, and I felt like they did. They were real respectful with Matt Breida, man. And that's cool that they got him to Miami, because if you guys don't know, Matt Breida is from Florida, so he gets to be close to home.
Folks from Miami.
Yeah, he gets to be close to home. So,
Dre?
I mean, you have to give that an A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The day 3 of the draft, you have to give it an A. I gave day 1 a D. Yes, I did give day 1 a D. So, that could probably average out to a low B minus. You know what I mean?
We know why you gave it a D. Dre, we got to pull up. We really do. I'm going to see you tomorrow and the next day.
All
right.
All right, man. Hey, Phil, where's Matt Breida at? And shout out to the kids. All the guys out there, my friend Phil, man. Hey, I'm out of here, man. I don't care. You don't like me? I don't care.
Good night, Trey. Hey, Rick.
Sir, what is good?
Rick, man, I'm telling you, it's hilarious because now that the draft is over, and I knew there'd be raking through the ashes. I didn't know to what degree, but this is fun. Watching everybody claim they were right. But go ahead.
What did I say the other day? Didn't I tell everybody chill out, go watch Disney Plus, get to some dessert, play the kids, go watch Mr. Rogers, whatever. Dude, we got dogs. Do you hear me? Jajuan Jennings is a dog, and I'm gonna give you another name, Chris Finke, from the receiver from Notre Dame, the undrafted receiver we just got. Look, I'm telling you right now,
what's his
there
name?
Must be something wrong with Trent Taylor. His name is Chris Finke.
Wait a minute.
He's one of our. Chris Finke.
Is he a slot? Is he a slot receiver or something?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm calling it right now. Look, we about to get rid of Trent Taylor, Richie James, because I mean, you can do punt returns. Travis Benjamin can do punt returns and kick returns as well. We got about to get rid of Richie, Fair Catch James. We about to get rid of. we got to get rid of Kitty Cat, man, and then we got Trent Williams, bro. Dude, we got dogs, man. It like right now, if you are soft as cottonelle or marshmallows, you do not stand a chance with our squad anymore.
And you shouldn't. You know, those days are over. Man up or go somewhere else. That's it. You know, there's your options. Come on in here and show us some toughness.
That's the beauty of what I'm saying. You have to understand how great they are. They've been basically turning over this roster to get the players that they want. And so, I mean, now with Jajuan Kinlaw right there, do you know, right now we got, out so far, we're probably going to have Jajuan Kinlaw start. So Kinlaw, Armstead, Bosa, and Ford.
Yeah.
That D-line is ridiculous. We're going to have Brandon Ayuk on one end. We're going to have Debo on one other end. We'll probably then, obviously, Kittle, like Dre said, Charlie Woerner, he's a good blocking tight end who could possibly leak out with some stuff. And then between Trent Hurd and Jajuan Jennings, we got some more dog players. And then we got Chris Stinky, who can work the middle as a tight from the slot. Dude, we are going to be so live. We got the dude from the tackle that we just traded for. We got the Mckivitz or something like that. He can slide. He can kick into one of the guard positions, whatever. Dude, this year, people. I don't care about everybody else saying how other teams doing. I just know that we've addressed a lot of our needs and stuff like that, man. And look, I can't wait for the season to start. This is a year where you're going to start seeing, like I said before, that transition from us being so run heavy to starting to get more of an even balance.
More balance.
And more balance towards the pass, because the thing about it, we have the weapons now. Yeah. We have the people who are not afraid to go across the middle, get the alligator arms. Oops, I'm going to tip the ball in the eye and all that.
And look for timing to improve. The offensive timing for the pass game, it never was exactly right. On a few occasions, we saw perfect timing. When Emmanuel Sanders came, that timing, that one that Jimmy dropped right into his hands, he just glanced over, and the ball came and hit him right in stride. One of the most perfect receptions I've ever seen. That kind of thing is what we're waiting to see. I'm hoping Ayuk can bring that kind of thing to the table as well. I know Debo can. He was getting there toward the end of the season. And Trent Taylor was doing that before he left. This is why Trent Taylor's going to be hard to beat out, fam. I got to see the guy you're talking about, though. But, yeah. So.
But dude, I'm just telling you, with the guys that we got, like you said, iron sharpens iron. So, look, our receiving core is going to be like in a competition. Hey, look, dude. Who can drop the ball the less? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to drop a pass. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to drop the pass. Right. And so we're just going to, between us playing against the defense and our offense getting better and everything, I mean, look out for the entire NFL. We're coming back. Revenge Tour 2020. I'm about to get off the phone, man. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, you knocked it out the park, man. A+, dude. Ooh. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the Super Bowl tour to start, man. I promise you, we going back and we're gonna win it this time, man. Everybody stay faithful. Wash your hands. Social distancing. Have a good night, man.
You too, Rick. Good night.
Okay.
Hey, bye. Hey, Ray, come on in, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Ray, I'm telling you, man, I'm delighted with this team. We did not need a lot. Actually, John Lynch had already said we don't need a lot of picks, but they didn't really. What they needed was a lot of quality picks. There's no fat on these picks. I didn't know how good Jennings was because we picked him up in the 7th round, but we weren't supposed to, from what I understand about Jennings. So, everything's all good. Picked up Trent Williams. I'm sorry to see Joe leave. That only thing that bothers me. Leaves a little weird feeling. But, yeah, we're looking good. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think John Lynch had told the world on the low what he was trying to get accomplished anyway when John Lynch said the other day that he was looking for foundational players. And I told my man, I said, I guarantee Staley's already told him he's going to retire. When I think of a foundational player, I think of a line player, an O-line player. I really feel like the 49ers wanted Mekhi Becton. That's what I feel. I don't feel they ever wanted those receivers. I feel they wanted Becton, but when Becton went to the Jets and Russ was there, they wasn't really trying to get Russ because, like Cal said, he had his guy as the number one guy. Kinlaw made sense because another foundational position is the D-line.
True.
So it made sense in a sense. And I really feel like that because even Cal said today they didn't think this deal was going to go through because this wasn't a deal that was planned in advance. This was something that was just put together so fast because the Redskins lost traction with everybody trying to make a trade. Everybody bailed. Cleveland bailed. Minnesota bailed. Philly bailed. So it was just more or less so about the relationship of Cal and Snyder that would have been the snag, but I think Washington was just sick of it. They was just ready to get him out of the building.
I think Snyder didn't get involved because he would have never okayed this deal. And also, Wade was making things a little tough by saying, I ain't going to Minnesota, y'all. You know, and they said, okay, well, you know what? We're tired of this. If he wants to go to San Francisco, let's just get this done. You know, that was the end of that. That's funny.
Yeah, I just really feel like they wanted to get the tackle in the draft, but then when they got Kinlaw and they got Ayuk, I just felt like the Trent Williams day just made sense, and I just felt like whether Snyder was involved, he had to give a go-ahead, and I felt like Rivera and Lynch worked it out, but I just felt like Washington was ready to let him go. And just looking at the way the draft unfolded, I just felt like from a physical standpoint, they got a lot of physical young players in this draft that's ready to just keep that physical prowess on the field going.
Well, I tell you, I'm impressed, and I can't wait to see. And I figure they're going to wait to see what Trent looks like after a year of not playing football. Actually, a little more than a year, isn't it? But he should be okay. In fact, for him, it's probably a good thing to get all that rest. So he should be tough.
Yeah, he'll be all right because, I mean, you know, depending on how everything goes, we really don't know what football goes. He'll kind of be in the same situation as everybody else. Everybody else ain't going to get to start on time either. So, if you know, he's probably been working and doing what he needs to do to, you know, get his endurance and stamina up. And I'm sure he's excited to go from football hell to football heaven.
Yeah, I know, because Washington is no place to be a football player. And, Ray, the nice thing about it is we've only got a few draft picks, so our adjustment into the next league a year without having to get a lot of rookies up to speed, we got another. That's 2 advantages right there, you know? That's why I'm thinking, wow, this is working out okay. I really wish we could get back out there before summer's over. And they say we probably should, actually. So we'll see.
I was tripping on McVay's comment. I heard they asked him about him. He said, why did you remind me of that? Now I got to have a couple of more beers on the fact that the 49ers got Trent Williams.
They weren't doing anything in L.A. anyway. And the hilarious thing is, Snead's, his Wi-Fi died on him. And during the draft, it's, my God, this is terrible. L.A.'s just having a bad time. They know they're going to get killed next year. They could be bringing up the basement. Seriously, there's no reason for them not to. So, anyway, Ray, we're going to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow and the next day. All right?
All right, y'all be safe out there. Niner gang, bang, bang.
Yeah. All right, fam. Night. Ellis. Yeah.
Yo.
Ellis.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Ellis, man, we're just sitting up here celebrating, you know, how we do, man. You can see every year for the last 3 years, we're always kind of excited after the draft. Last year, brought in Nick, put him on the line with the other first rounders. The year before that, we were talking about, oh, this looks good. All right, let's see what we can do now. You know, those didn't pan out, but last year, you could see, Niners still thinking they're going to win. Okay, go ahead. Take shots at us. Went to the Super Bowl. Going back to Ellis. Ellis, how do you enjoy this, man? Is this something that you appreciated, or did you find something wrong? And don't feel bad about saying something wrong with anything, because Dion came in, and Dre let Ellis speak. All right, but go ahead. Don't be afraid of Dre. I got to tell everybody, look out for Dre. We'll try to keep him under control.
Hey man, I ain't afraid of no goddamn body. Let's set the record straight. I wasn't bred born like that. But shout out, man, to everybody, man, because at the end of the day, we here for one common goal, and that's to make sure, you know, that we get to the top and we take the Super Bowl. You know, not that we go and we don't want to compete, we want to go and take it. You know what I mean? So basically, first and foremost, man, I want to give a special shout out, man, to Joe Staley. I was saying a couple of shows back, I was talking about if anybody, we need to be getting a damn Joe Staley jersey. That was well before, these talks had even, kind of, been up in the air. Joe Staley is the epitome, man, of a Niner faithful, and I his service and his great work and expertise and seasoned veteranship, man, has been really, timeless, man, on his team, and he's done a lot. I seen George Kittle did a really emotional, little
George,
video and stuff
been
like
honored
that.
Playing next year, yeah, George took it hard.
Yeah, he's touched a lot of guys on that team, and he's, we can only hope to have that kind of a player like in a George Kittle and, some of these other guys that decide to stick with us through the long haul. So shout out to Joe Staley, man. We thank you, man. We love you. As far as the draft is concerned, man, we've all had mixed emotions. I felt like at the end of the day, we were going to, none of us were really going to get exactly what we wanted or we thought was going to happen. That's what the whole predictions was about, man. And it's all for fun. At the end of the day, we want to be successful. I'm actually not too disappointed anymore in the whole, Jajuan thing. And just considering the fact the only reason why I was even against it was because of the injury. The stuff with his knees and the tendonitis. But if he comes out and plays like we talked about yesterday, man, if he comes out and plays and gives us what we need, he was very necessary. You know what I mean? And it's I'm just thankful that we were able to get somebody of his caliber on the team, and we welcome him with open arms because we definitely got some monsters on the defense, and it's almost like we never lost a step. So we can all appreciate that. As far as Brandon Ayuk, I'm thankful that he's also here because, he's 200, just over 200 pounds, man. That boy, he's not no little receiver, and he can move. He got long arms. He's going to be doing some dynamic stuff on this offense. So I'm actually glad we got him. I'm not too disappointed anymore. I hate the fact that the Raiders ended up getting all of the players that we all liked. They got Ruggs, they got the Arnett, they got Lynn Bowden and Amik Robertson. Yeah. Amik Robertson is the next, honey badger. They had been talking about him, and I'm just, had we had gotten those picks like Lee was talking about, we had all, seen that there was going to be some things we were going to miss out on, some loose ends.
The thing is, we've only got 53 spots. A lot of these picks, would they really would have been come in and take people's jobs? I at certain position, I don't think, man. There's some guys that wouldn't have made it, and it would have been a waste.
We'll see. Yeah, no, and we're going to see what materializes with these guys once the season starts. You know what I mean? I just know that the Raiders have been keeping a close eye on our picks, and I almost feel like they got somebody listening to our damn shows. I swear to God.
Or sitting at the office, like a mole sitting in.
The traitor Raider Jones.
we got bitches. We got to pull up though. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, hey, y'all, and don't forget. I think Seattle was going for Ayuk, so that's a little payback for the Seagulls out there. Yeah. That's good news. But shout out to you, Ronbo, as always, family. Make sure y'all download that app right now, man. Like, subscribe. Shout out to the chat, man. Much respect to everybody, man. Let's get ready, man. It's the countdown now.
Thanks, Ellis. Good stuff, man. Hey, back at you.
Peace.
See you tomorrow. Hey. And there she is. We've not talked to her in a long time. Simone!
Hey, Ronbo. How are you?
Was just great. There's a lot of stress involved in waiting for that draft. When it's over, it's such a calming effect. So glad. And we did good. That's the best thing. We did well for ourselves. So we're looking good.
The calm after the storm.
Yeah, finally. Yeah. So if this virus could just go away, our world will be back to loveliness. Whew, yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. But what are you thinking? Do you appreciate that draft?
I think we did an excellent job. I think they got the guys they wanted that fit the team. That's what they were looking at to me. So I'm happy with the picks.
And then Trent Williams was just the frosting on the cake.
I was shocked at that.
I'm still shocked. Really?
I was shocked when I saw that across the screen. I was like, what? Wait, am I looking at that right?
Yeah. Because, Sharon, every year we lose the big deal. We lost OBJ.
Yes.
We lost Khalil Mack.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we have another deal we lost last year? We're always losing.
They were still in talk with him, Warren. I heard they were, but I don't know. I think they probably not no more. But
well,
I heard
the Browns said they refused
they were,
to.
but
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
They don't want to trade him.
yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know if we could
But
get
I
him
was
now anyway.
shocked with Breida. I was shocked with Breida, but
No,
I
knew
think that was
was
coming because they had some differences anyway. So
and they told everybody they were going to
and
shop him.
Goodwin he needed to go. Yeah, and Goodwin needed to go anyway.
Yeah. Poor
But overall,
Marquise.
I think the draft. I think overall we did good. I think they got the guys they want. We're loaded now, so just wait for this to see if we have football season.
Yes, indeed. If that happens, we're unstoppable. We've got Joe Staley replacement, and we've got
Oh yeah, I
another
got to give
added.
my shout out to Joe.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, that hurts, but he's looking at his health and his neck and everything, so he will be missed. But it's not going to be the same, watching without
Hope he
him.
doesn't stay away. Joe, guys, come and hang
No,
out.
I hope he makes a scene once in a while. Yeah,
Don't just.
chill.
Yeah, we're not going to be happy with never seeing you
Yeah.
again. I think everybody.
I think we might see him a couple of times or so.
yeah.
Maybe. We
Come
might see him in the locker room or something.
Yeah, join Kiana and do the Joe show and hang out. You know?
Kittle really took it. The one person that really took it harder was Kittle. He was like in tears.
I know. He didn't see it coming because Joe made everybody think he was going to stay with us.
Nobody did.
And then he leaves. Oh, Joe!
Right. I don't think nobody saw Breida being traded either. I don't think. I think that was a shocker to us all.
No, I don't know. I saw that coming because I think Kyle, when you put that second round tender, they wanted a second round pick for him. So that meant we're taking offers. If you give me a second or third round, a third or fourth round, I'll take that too. And everybody knew that if they wanted him, they could get him.
I think by Jed, Adam, Lynch, and Kyle, I think Jed did an awesome job by giving us a great coach, and Lynch did a good job this year. He's making this great again and rebuilding, but rebuilding is a good thing. We're going to be better than last year.
Yes. And if for no other reason, the experience from last year. This is the thing I'm banking on the most. Because I was worried about the maturity of last year. We got it now. Oh, we're ready.
Yeah, I think we got all the pieces to the puzzle that we need now. So I think we're ready and stacked and ready to go.
Looking forward to it, too. And I'd love for the Chiefs to be there waiting. Oh, Chiefs. You got to win with
Prescott thinking he's going to really get all that money. Come on now, Dan.
Hey, but I thought Zeke was a joke, too. And
If you
Amari.
were going to get all that money, that means we need to pay our quarterback some more money then. Come on now.
Well, but you know what? It's not even that. Because now that they've set that level, Mahomes, the Chiefs are finished. Mahomes has to be the highest paid quarterback in the league starting next year.
Yeah,
so if they
he
fool
is
around and
actually.
give Dak, they destroy the Chiefs at the same time.
Right. Crazy.
Jesus. Maybe Jimmy will listen to reason. I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Sharon, could you live
I'm
off
just
of
ready
100?
for Jimmy to come out there, but show everybody what he's made of.
Oh, yeah,
Because, he's been talked about, he's been everything. I mean, like, come on.
Sharon, when you get that kind of humiliation, it motivates you, And can you?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And we're going to go, Sharon. We're out of time. I'm going to see you tomorrow, though.
All right, Ronbo,
okay?
I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, too.
I haven't talked to you in a while, so I just want to come out and say hi.
Good.
All right,
Missed ya.
Robert, you have a good one, then. Let's go Niners.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, good night, Ronbo. Bye.
Good night. Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Well, James, I'm doing all right because, we didn't get hurt. We've, again, like last year, we're coming out smelling like a rose. Good Lord. I mean, this is just, James Jennings could be the Greenlaw of last year because I didn't know what to expect from Greenlaw. They got him in the fifth round. He had something wrong with his leg. I said, well, okay, I guess they know what they're doing. Greenlaw turns out to be one of the best players on the field. And now this kid Jennings comes in, and you and I both, and everybody we know, except for Stev over in New Mexico, is tired of Dante Pettis. We may be able to say goodbye to Dante Pettis in a few weeks. It's looking, oh my goodness, it's looking good. Hey.
I'll tell you one thing. I think it may happen a lot quicker before next week.
Maybe let's go ahead and tell him
They
today.
ain't playing. They ain't playing. They rolling them out. To hear this thing with Staley today was like
painful.
It kind of threw me for a loop for a minute. I was like, what?
Surprise.
Here it is. I thought he had just signed another 10-year, but I guess when Trent Williamson became available, and
Joe said,
you know,
let that happen. I'll step to the
it.
side.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. What a man.
Well,
what a man.
Yeah, it was. It was really something. And I told one of my good friends today, Hakeem, another Niners fan, I said, I guarantee you, it's more to come than just Joe Staley. Not even an hour later, he's calling me back. You didn't hear? No, what happened? Breida's a Dolphin, man. I'm like, really? It ain't stopping yet, though. And what happens? Not even 15 minutes later, Marquise Goodwin, he's packing too. So I was on the belief that, and I'm not sold on this, but I will tell you this much. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like Dante Pettis and maybe either Solomon or Kello is gone also.
Because the Niners, they feel the same way we do about these people, I bet, or certain players. You know?
That's why a lot of them are getting 1-year deals. Because, you know, the 1-year deal, I think even when you tenure a player to a 1-year deal, it's other teams that can still come about and match that deal if they want to take that player from you, I believe.
It's a certain status. I forget what they call it. That's not restricted free agent.
Unless they're like those exclusive restricted.
Well, that's it. That's the term. I think it's exclusive restricted. Yeah. Anyway, there's three.
Right.
There's restricted, unrestricted, and then there's that third one that if a team matches, you got to outbid them. So yeah.
Now one thing too, while we're talking on that subject. All right. Now some people said they thought that we could have got more for Breida, but let's be realistic. Breida was an undrafted free agent that made the team and helped us get to a Super Bowl, and we traded him and still got a 5th-round pick for him. Didn't we do that?
Yeah.
So I mean, we took a player that didn't even get drafted. Yeah. Breida was an undrafted free agent. And we wound up getting a 5th-round draft pick for him. And who did we pick in the 5th round? Was it that guy Woerner, the blocking tight end? I think it was.
No, Woerner was picked up before the 5th, though. Woerner was picked up in the 3rd. Yeah, Woerner's a 3rd round pick.
We didn't have a 3rd rounder.
He was picked up. He wasn't picked up. He didn't go as late as the 5th. Unless he might have went in the 4th, but I know he did go early. I mean, not early, but mid-round.
I didn't think we had a 3rd and a 4th rounder
that year.
This year's draft.
That year we did. That was 2 years ago.
I'm talking about the blocking tight end we drafted today. His name is Woerner.
I thought you were Fred Warner.
Yeah. You talking about?
You know, the pronunciation is close though. Yeah. W-O-E for this kid we just picked up today.
It is.
Yeah, no, they picked him up in the 5th round. You're right.
Because I'm like, what draft was Ronbo in that we had a 3rd round pick? Did I miss?
No, I misunderstood. We got 2 guys with the same name, you just spell it different. James, we're out of clock. Yeah. Let me see you tomorrow. On Monday.
All right, Ronbo. Thank you for all that you do and the platform that you and your staff provide, and Niner Empire, Niner for Life, and a lot of people are probably saying we should have made better picks, but we were in the Super Bowl for 2020. I don't think nobody in the Empire forgot that. But have a great evening. Be blessed.
You too.
Social distances, masks and gloves on. Have a good night.
You too, God James.
Bless. Good night.
Back at you, fam. Night. Shake. Shake. Oh, shake. Shake. Man, they're killing me with their copyright things. Please, guys, for the music, be careful. Oh, they're nailing me. But anyway, Shane, come on in.
My bad.
It's okay.
My bad. What's going on? Well, jump around.
You jump around indeed, because we got something to party about. Oh, good job. Except, you know what ruins everything, though, Sheik? If it wasn't for Joe Staley, it would be a perfect 3 days. It's hard to let go of a guy like Staley. And especially the way he did what he did. Joe went out a hero. He said, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
By time, I'm not going to hold the 49ers back. God, this guy's a beast, man. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to step aside, John. I'm going to move on, man. You guys pick up Williams if you can. I'll support you, root for you, do everything I can do. I'll hang out, man. Let's get this guy. I mentioned Don probably fell to his knees. Joe, I don't need this. I don't need this. We're gonna go with you. Nah, you're going with Williams. Go get him. Man, this is movie stuff, you know?
Yeah, man. I think, first of all, shout out to Joe Staley, man. He's a loyal 49er. He's been a ride or die for us. When he was even injured, I remember, actually I saw a little tweet, when he was injured, Arizona was just being, fighting words, and he just comes right in front of everybody just talking his stuff. That guy is loyal, man. He's been from the get-go, the bad times and the good times. And, unfortunately, he didn't get a Super Bowl ring, but honestly, he's a man, man.
That right there to get it. Few minutes away.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Few minutes, man. But he's a class act. He's gonna one day be in the Hall of Fame. I'm praying he becomes a Hall of Famer. He's gonna get his red jacket with us for 100%.
Hey.
All the guys, Kittle, tearing up. That got me teared up. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, you just got me teared up, bro. You just. I remember him and Patrick Willis when he got drafted. Was in 2005. I was like, yes, that was a good tackle. It's gonna be a left tackle for a long time. I could just see it, and he did. And then he's beyond just a tackle. He's a leader. He's a family man. Shout out to his family, man. He's been torn it down with them, and how much they sacrificed as a player to go, not be with his son. Now the official could be in his son. So maybe it's a win for him. So it is what it is. But the Trent Williams thing, I think that's a blessing out of the skies, Ronbo. We stole him from the Minnesota Vikings. I'm hearing that he said, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, he doesn't like Kirk.
I'd rather join Kyle.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like Kirk. And he'd rather join us, and he'd rather join the guy that he slapped, Richard Sherman. That's interesting. But
I got to remember to go talk to Sherm about that. I got to retweet him. Hey, Sherm. Sherm's talking about being diplomatic already. Now I guess I got to go apologize.
But like all the guys are saying though, Ronbo, it's like he's going to restructure his contract to 14.5, and there's going to be only $4 million. That's perfect. Right now we're like $8 or $9 million. Right now we're going to save that much. And then this Goodwin and what's his name, Breda's contract as well, and that's going to be like another 5 or 6. I don't have the numbers correctly, but man, Kittle's going to get paid soon, and we got some money for leftover for later on, and we get this free agent, the drafty guys all signed. We're doing it right. So Rams, if you're listening,
take notes.
You're doing it wrong.
A team left in heaps. All you see is smoke coming up from that new stadium where the Rams just burnt to dirt.
Right? We can't even pay for their damn grass, Ronbo. but it is. I'm happy. Stupid logo with that lame logo on it. But these guys that we on draft here, Ronbo, I really like. Maiden from Alabama. Marcel Harris, you better step up, or your time is going to be up, man. I think that guy's going to be a good player. AC is really nice. What was his name?
Oh, you
the running back.
The UDFAs. Yeah. I've not had a good look at them yet. We came on as soon as, like they always do. As soon as they started picking up those undrafted free agents, they picked them up quick, too. I was getting ready to get on here.
Right.
So, I'll see them in a minute.
Yeah, and even Lee even brought it up. There's like one running back. I forgot his name that we just brought it.
Yeah,
Handy.
See,
he's nice, bro. I think
another running back.
You don't like him?
No, I just wonder
okay.
who's he going to beat out. These guys, Kyle loves some competition. We got guys, get ready for get your feelings hurt again. Somebody's liable to be leaving. Let's see what he looks like because we won't. Your feelings may not be hurt. We might be delighted. Shake, we gotta go.
Before I go, Ronbo, I think that's a high tower pick, and if you can't do both special team and actually play your position, it's hard for you to make this team.
Yep.
But Ronbo, I'm happy with what we got. I gave this a grade of a B minus. I think B plus. Let me rephrase that, B plus, because we got the Williams trade. So faithful, hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Follow all platforms. Shout out to the Ronbo fan club. And shout out to Lee, Will, Russo, and everybody else in that chat, and even the chat room, and we're holding it down. And shout out to you, sir. Have a good one.
Fam. Appreciate it, Sheik. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Better.
Have a good night.
Better. You too.
And the name here says Herd the Mania. Oh, God. I love these names. Hello.
Ronbo, it's been a while, man.
It's the guy
who
used to run
I haven't
around.
been able to update the app. Every time I try to update the app, it's stuff like before the Super Bowl. So it's like, and I just did it like 2 days ago, and it finally did it. So.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, the man who used to wear boas during the show is back. Heard the Mania. I like this.
Yeah, that's right. Heard the Maniac. Ronbo, we got Jajuan Jennings. You know I'm a Tennessee Vols fan. I've watched Jajuan Jennings for
Is that
4
what
years.
brought you back to us? We got a Tennessee volunteer. Talk to me about him. Because I just heard about him.
Okay.
And I read this and that.
He,
and I didn't know
he
what to
not
think.
only had 30 broken tackles, but it was on 59 receptions.
He's been a busy man. How did he fall to number 7, though? Help me understand that. My God. 7th round, and he was one of the best in the league at Yak? How come? But then I heard the story about him falling out with his coach.
Yeah, but Butch Jones was a beep, beep, beep. I know kids are listening. But, when the other Tennessee coach, the Alabama defensive coordinator, when he came to Tennessee, he brought Jajuan back because he knew what kind of player he was.
That the other coach was a jerk. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's the one that didn't make Jalen Hurd a wide receiver.
Oh, that's why Hurd left. The guy was driving players off right and left then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made Hurd play with a concussion. I mean, he was okay.
Okay, so yeah, that
And
says it all.
I have a theory, and the draft picks, okay? The first pick with Tampa Bay, they weren't going to give us a 4th round pick. They're not the Tampa, Tom Brady. Tampa Bay Buccaneers wasn't going to give us a 4th round pick. We had to give them a 7th pick. Okay, so we got like 65 points to their 60. And the other pick, we moved it down to get Brandon. It was 640 or 680 for them and 720 for us. So when we gave that 4th round pick, we had a better point score or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is my theory. I think that everybody knows that Ayuk's mom was a 49ers fan. He was 3 years old, had a 49ers shirt on. I think his agent called John Lynch and said, Dolphins want to get him. You better get him. Because as soon as we got Brandon, Dolphins traded the next pick.
See? And the Dolphins and the Packers are very strange. They both needed wide receivers. Somebody even threw the Hawks in the mix, too. So the 49ers had intel. I don't know, like somebody said league officials? Would league officials tip people off? I don't know where they got their information from, but they made that move because they had to have Ayuk. When Shanahan wants somebody, him and Lynch are going to go get him. You're not going to beat these guys when they want a player. Yep. That's the 3rd or 4th time I've seen this kind of thing happen with them.
But we had better point score, so how was that a bad trade? Just because we were in the 4th round? Who cares?
Yeah, if you're gonna apply Jimmy Johnson's scheme to it, that's good because I didn't know that because I hadn't applied those numbers to it yet. Yeah. It's not a bad deal.
680 for them and 720 for us. It was like 40 points.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he had a core surgery, but he played with the core injury.
God,
he
had a 4.5.
I mean, come on.
Oh no! He's talking about Jennings.
Quit school.
Or Ayuk. Yeah, Ayuk. Yeah, he did.
Ayuk.
Yeah, he did that with a. How many guys can run a 4.5 period? Let's not even talk about being a little bit under the weather. Wow! So we got something here. The guy's a freak. His dimensions are strange, but they're going to work for football. 81-inch wings. My God. That's going to be.
Well, I'm 6'8", so I don't know what my wingspan is, but I'll have to measure it and see what
you
it
need to
is.
go find it. Find out what it is. Joe Staley's wingspan is not as long as Ayuk. And Joe's what, 6'5"? Man, this is insane. Yeah. So we're gonna see something special with this wide receiver group this year, especially if you got what's his name out there in the edge blocking, boy.
Bashar asked me Wednesday night what receiver I wanted. I said Jajuan Jennings.
Tell you got him. And
we got Jalen Hurd.
And you know what the thing I like about Trent Williams? We have a mean man. I've always wanted a mean guy. You know, since what's his name? The other edge rusher we had when Harbaugh's era, and also the Rhino. These guys would not put up with anything from anybody on the other side of the field. If you did anything out of line with any one of our players, they would hunt you down for the entire game. I think we got that in Williams. This is the guy that slapped Richard Sherman. Say, fam, we're out of time. Let me see tomorrow since you're back and got the app all updated and everything, will you? Heard Demania. I got to remember that name. All right, fam. Night.
All right. Bye.
Heard Demania, formerly known as Hulkamaniac. Hey, John V, come on in here. Will you, John?
My bad, Ronbo. How are you, brother?
John, you know what, John? Just because I just remembered before the draft started, you were the guy, and you were right. You wanted to make sure that defense stays as stout as it was last year, and I got to believe it is. They took care of that first. And then, contrary to everybody's belief about Judy, not Judy Hurd, Judy, Lamb, Ruggs being the only receivers in the draft worthwhile, that myth has been debunked. You don't need to call the Mythbusters to get it straightened out. We have Ayuk. I think we did okay. We're ready. So everybody should be happy.
Ronbo, I think we did fantastic, and I am happy. I really am. I was kind of I was worried about those picks, those top three receivers.
Everybody was.
And
I ain't gonna lie, me too.
Ruggs went before, and the other two, they were there for the taking, and we passed. So, I had to say something. Ayuk's wingspan is, as tall as the man. He's got a wingspan taller than most linemen.
He's more than Staley. Joe Staley, that's bigger than Staley. He's 81. Staley, God, Staley must be
just
80 maybe.
That is just ridiculous, man. That's awesome. Ronbo, we speculated for days and days and days about the top three receivers and who we wanted, who ran a route, who did this, who did that. This dude's got a wingspan. We didn't talk about wingspans and yak yards. This guy, hey, he was completely off my radar, Ronbo. I had no clue. I was looking up guys, and I saw his name amongst things, and I think callers mentioned him somewhere along the way.
You and me both.
I didn't know a squat about
unless you really watch college football, they weren't screaming and yelling about him because of the conference he's in. He plays for Arizona.
Yeah, the conference.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm a Buckeye fan, so I'm not watching this. I'm not seeing this guy. But it's funny how much I take interest after we draft the guy. I'm watching highlights.
Everybody does that.
You know what I mean? Like, I love it. The Kinlaw pickup was phenomenal. I'm so excited to have him on our line.
Look at the Jennings tapes when you get a chance too. I got a feeling he's going to be fun to watch too. Yeah.
I should because I don't know anything about him.
Neither do I, other than he went to Tennessee. Yeah.
I really do. Yeah. Ronbo, I'm excited, man. I really am. It's pretty interesting to see. Kyle's little home walkthrough, that Alabama game behind him. Nothing, Ronbo. Nothing.
Hey, how about John watching Mekhi Becton? You know, John and Kyle could get an award for BS trails. You know what I mean? I want to see what they do next year, because every year they make a fool out of the entire league by their antics. I can't, man, these guys are
they
fun.
did, Ronbo. I mean, the moves that they made, a lot of guys are questioning, like, why would you do this? He would have been there at 31. You know what? They probably knew that he wouldn't, or maybe they knew that he would. But the fact that a team does that, it shakes up the raffle basket, man. It makes everybody a little nervous. Like, they're like, oh shit, the Niners are trading up.
Yep.
What are they doing? Oh my
Too
God,
late.
we got to solidify our pick, and then it's done. Boom, we got him. You know,
They're
and
so
it was
shrewd.
Awesome.
They're so shrewd that they're entertaining, John. You know, that move up to get Solomon Thomas, be it that it was, but it's still the manner of which they went and got Solomon Thomas. Chicago gave us picks for a guy we weren't interested in, Mitchell Trubisky. Nobody should have been interested in Mitchell Trubisky.
We didn't give a damn about Mitchell Trubisky. You know,
and they gave us a pick. And now they're trying to get rid of Mitchell Trubisky. Man.
Sure they are.
God.
It fell for the better. I'm excited, Ronbo. I don't grade the draft because the grades mean nothing to me. I want to see how these guys produce. I'm excited for the preseason. I'm excited. I just want to see what happens. It's exciting, man. It really is. But hey, Ronbo, I enjoyed that 5 hours with you and Dre yesterday. That was exciting. That was awesome. I enjoyed that, man. That was good. I always enjoy his calls. I like his aggressiveness.
And Dre's a very passionate,
it gets me going. I like
an emotional
he's
guy.
Passionate. Why not? Who gives a damn, dude? If you're passionate, I'm passionate. Jesus, you know, we're lucky this channel's PG-13 half the time, Ronbo. But
see, the thing is, it's like if we were all attending a bar wearing our red and gold stuff, and you know, you got Raider fans, Cowboy fans over here, Hawks fans, it would probably end up in one of those stupid bar fights, you know what? Because Dre is not going to listen to those guys talk. Whereas you and I might stand there, all right, Dre, let's not get it started. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Putting your hat down, getting ready to get busy, you know, because all of a sudden, it gets crazy, you know? It's because we're passionate, but we're not going to trigger anything. But Dre will, you know?
Yeah, and you know what? And I'm the type of guy that's got to back him up. God damn it, Dre.
Same here,
Make me dig deep into empty my pockets. Let me get out there and help him out.
And then as we're riding down to the precinct, we're saying, you know what, though? I'll do it again. And if I ever see them dudes, I'm going to start off right where we left off, you know?
Yep. Yeah, always a pleasure with you guys, Ronbo. I enjoy when you guys are debating, man. I enjoy all the calls, man.
Stay tuned. There's going to be more. Thanks, John.
It's been a blessing, man, having you. So, hey,
shucks.
Shout out to you and everybody else, Ronbo. I appreciate it.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for taking my call, my man.
Always a pleasure.
You soon. Can't wait.
See you tomorrow.
Always. Good night,
John.
my man. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And it's going to IB. Come on in, IB.
Uncle Ronbo, what's going on?
IB, man, I tell you what, man, did not see all of this coming. You know, before the draft, you never know exactly what's coming. But when it, like last year, when it's all over, you say, dang, Niners, good job. Good job. And then when you look at the side activity going on, you know, they weren't going to let Marquise and Matty B play. That's the bottom line. It's true. I love both those guys. But I knew their time was up, and they finally got a deal for them. And then we bring in Trent Williams. I don't want to see Joe leave, but if Joe has to leave, if he feels that that's what he wants to do, and we pick him up and cover him with Trent, good God almighty, what have we done here? So, you know, it ends up being a good day.
Man, you know, as far as the draft, man, I say I'm very impressed, man. I'm very impressed. At first, the first day, I was upset. I was very upset. And I was only upset. I'm going to say I wasn't upset about drafting Kinlaw in particular because I know he's a great player. I thought to be honest with you, I thought there was a lot of hype, too much hype behind him. And I don't like players. Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
worrisome.
don't like all that hype sometimes, because it creates a hysteria that you're the
May not
better
be
player
real.
than all these guys, and it can create it can disrupt the camaraderie. But as I listen to this guy and his story and actually look at him, he just needs a coach like Kasarik that can save his career and prolong his career.
But
You know what I
wait,
mean? Other coaches
he says his
other
coach.
coaches gonna look at him. Yeah, they're gonna use his body and use his strength the wrong way. Kasarik is gonna use him the right way. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
heard what he said, right? He said his coach at Southern Carolina.
Yeah, he said he's used to it.
Was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly.
So he's ready for Kasarik.
I'm definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I am a little surprised by these trades a little bit. I'm happy for him. I'm definitely happy for him because it put us in a great position, man. Shout out to Joe. Joe did his damn thing for us, man, for a very long time, man. And us being able to grab Trent is crazy. We all saw the rumors yesterday, and none of us believed it. We seen all of this. For a while, we just was like, how? You know what I'm saying? And it played out for us perfectly, man. And the one thing I'll say about Brandon Ayuk, I was upset at first because of the 4th round pick. But then I looked at it, man, wait a minute. I was willing to give up anything for us to get Ruggs. So we would, in my opinion, I thought we would have done the same thing to get Ruggs. And this kid here, in 2 years, he did what Ruggs did in 3 years in Alabama.
And nobody talked about it. But you know what? It's a different conference. And I still want to see that play out.
That's exactly it.
But
that's
man,
exactly
that's
it.
A lot of stuff.
Yep. Well, Herman Edwards said it was because of Keneal Henry. Keneal Henry
and Kill Harry. Hey, you know what? Yeah. He wasn't the guy last year. So he got to be the guy this year.
He also said they played with a freshman quarterback last year.
So you don't throw the ball all over the yard. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm very impressed, man. I'm familiar with some of these guys that we picked up. I did the mock draft. I had Charlie Woerner in one of my mock drafts, and I just didn't. I didn't think he was, because of his school as well, Georgia. I didn't think we was looking at that.
Yeah,
but,
Georgia's a tough conference, though.
Well, he brings that dynamic that I think we were looking at in Thaddeus, a mobile tight end who can get down on the blocks and catch a pass. So
and that boy be blocking
it's
too.
Be interesting.
Boy.
Exactly.
Hey.
It's going to be interesting this year.
Man, I look forward to this. What I'm worried about is the preseason and getting those rookies up to speed. This is something that's kind of worrisome. So.
Well, God willing, we'll be able to do that, man. I could care less about basketball at this point. Like everybody else saying, let's focus on bringing these players in healthy, because it's but it's all in God's hands, man. We'll see what's going on, and I'm happy for the organization because they did their thing. I was upset. I didn't see none of this coming. Because it just didn't make sense. Like, why would Joe wait to draft? And then when I start seeing his name pop up, I was even more mad, because I'm like, what kind of prima donna shit is this? You know what I'm saying? But man.
You know what? We didn't know until Joe did. I guess he did wait till the last minute to make that decision. So, because they got that deal done really quick. I mean, we're gonna go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
You already know, Monday night Ronbo. Thanks for the platform.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
And,
I was confused from being time running crazy like it is.
You did that. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm sorry. My bad. I was so worn out yesterday. I slept so long today. All right. Anyway, fam.
Hey, you have a good night, man.
You too. All right, fam.
All right.
And Justin. Oh, thanks. It's 2017. Ronbo's not happy about Solomon. 2020. Ronbo walks out of the room. Yo, James, remember, been officially on the show for a year. Thankful for everybody I've met through this show. Let's go to work. I've got to stop. When I don't like something, I do get to get carried away. I hear it's clear. Clarence Wade, what's up, fam? Shout out to the front office. Did not use any of the original 2020 draft picks. Wheeled and deal. Players all dogs, no softies. We snatching the Super Bowl. Oh, man. But we actually did a few. But, it's okay. The point is, we're a Super Bowl team that got some things we needed. We didn't need a room full of picks because it was only going to, it wasn't going to, you have to cut those kids. Let me go to another team where they have a better shot. Santana!
How hot is it in San Mateo? In Redwood?
Santana? Are you Santana? Santana's asking about the weather in San Mateo in the Redwoods. Santana!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Santana, we didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. You were asking about how it
Oh,
was.
no, you good.
But my biggest fun
good,
is
man.
when people are asleep and they're like snoring away and they forgot to turn the thing off so we can't hear it. Santana, hey, so it looks like you were right. We got the offense and defensive line fixed, and we
I'm
got a
excited,
wide
man.
receiver. We got another tight end that looks like he's going to be able to hurt people, and that's what I like. And you got this crazy wide receiver in the 7th round that maybe had no business being in the 7th round. So everything's looking good, man. What do you think?
What's his name? Jauan Jennings or something like that,
Jajuan
right?
Jennings, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think what happened, Ronbo, I think they're just adding depth to our team, and that's exactly what we need, on the wide receiving core and then in the tight end position. And I think they addressed everything that needed to be addressed perfectly. So, man, they did a great job at this year's draft.
Yeah. Offensive line,
you
Joe
know, like-
Staley's even. So you pick up who? Trent Williams?
Trent Williams.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
boy, that's a steal.
What?
That's a steal.
Nobody's
That's
seen
a
that
steal.
coming.
And I mean, I kind of read about it the night before, but I mean, I didn't
I thought
think
it
it
was
was
a
going to
pipe
happen
dream.
just because of the history between Kyle Shanahan or whatever
Daniel
in
Snyder.
Washington.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I read the news, I was in disbelief. I'm like, or one of my boys told me, they're like, "Dan, you guys got Trent Williams." And I'm like, "What?" And I looked, and I was like, "Oh shit, we did. That's dope."
You
know?
believed
But
it? Because I went
after
and
I saw
searched
that,
it. I didn't believe it. I said, something's wrong. Let me go check this out. Somebody's lying. So,
yeah, once I read that, I was like, Joe Staley's about to retire, and yeah, I'm happy for Joe Staley. I mean, and kind of sad at the same time because I know he wanted a Super Bowl ring, and
I wanted to have it too.
He was
guy worked 13
He was
years.
a hair away from a Super Bowl, man. You know how but I mean, you know what Joe Staley did. Thank you, Joe Staley. For everything he's done, and but good things are coming, Ronbo. Finally, we have people that know what they're doing with the franchise, especially with the 49ers. It's long overdue when we,
It's a real
because I remember, man, having those bad years. It sucked, but we're in the right path now. And with what's his name? The tight end. I like that pickup, Ronbo, the tight end. He's
Woerner.
a good blocker. When I was
it was O-E-R, Woerner. Yeah. Almost like Fred's name.
Woerner, right?
Yeah, but you got to put that O in there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warner, but yeah, I mean, they did great, man, and can't wait till the season starts. Hopefully, we don't have to wait, because of the coronavirus. But
And it's such a pain in the get out of here with that. I
Right?
really wish they would just die already. Oh.
But how'd you like the draft, Ronbo? How'd you like it though? What would you grade?
No, I was first like everybody else. You had. I'm not gonna do it again. I promise this year's the last year. But I get my mind fixed on what I think they're gonna get and what they need, and they go another direction. Right. So I was right on Bosa and also D-Buck, but I've been wrong. Wrong the last 3 out of 5 years, I think. Yeah. So I need to stop because I just knew it was Ruggs. But then again, I thought it wasn't Ruggs, but I did still think it was a wide receiver. But after the Raiders
Right?
took Ruggs, I didn't know what they were going to do. They traded out.
Dude. Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you something. The Raiders needed something else besides a receiver. They need more help
They need
everywhere else.
Yeah, they got a receiver first. Yeah, Raiders and Rams are
But I mean,
comedians.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why they are. That's where they are. Where they are. You know. Not even so.
Because mediocrity starts at the top.
Exactly. So I mean, it is what it is, Ronbo. But Ronbo, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna let you have these other callers and voice their opinion. But thank you, Ronbo, for having this platform for us to express our opinions and stuff like that, man. You know. So thank you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
You too, Santana. Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Night, fam.
All right, man. Later, man.
That's, Justin, you know what? I'm going to get around. I passed out yesterday. I get back to Eric Davis. Thanks, Justin. Yes. Reminding me. I got to get back in. I got to get on my Twitter and work it tonight. Also, hey, what we got here? Bethel. Why, we've not heard from Bethel in a long time. Bethel! Come on in, me.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Bethel, man. Tell you, man, it's been a wild month, actually. Wondering what the 49ers are going to do. We all, I think 90% of us, and they were a sensible group, 90% of us wanted us to get the premier wide receiver that the league was sort of highlighting and pushing as the premier players in this draft. And the 49ers need a wide receiver. You got to trust me. Ruggs, Lamb, Judy, which one's going to be Niners? The Niners said, listen, we're not following this script. We're going to get what we need. And they went and got the right one. I got a feeling he's the right one. Bethel, how do you feel?
If you look at his stats, you look at everything that he does. That's a wide receiver. That's that Coach Shanahan wants. That's a guy that he wants. If you look at the point system, what we gave up wasn't bad. Wasn't because you gotta remember. Point system is big when you're trading up. So what we traded up for, and then plus another thing was that other teams were talking to him because his manager told them what teams were talking to him, and when he seen that the Niners went up to get him, he knew he was gonna get a call from the Niners just because they traded up for him.
I just wonder, too, where did they get that information from? Who is that that's walking around knowing? Are they tapping on phone lines or hacking into accounts? How do they know this all the time?
No, but the funny part about it is that the Green Bay Packers does the same thing that we try to do. And they went up to get him, but we got him first, so they had to settle for a quarterback.
And all that dude was making Aaron Rodgers all pissed off. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we...
I need weapons. So, what do they do? They go get another quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I was mad that we gave up a lot, but then I started seeing everything, and, this is a Coach Shanahan guy. If you look at all the stats, you look at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Kyle-style football player.
And so we all should be, used to this already.
Well, I am now.
And
it might happen again next year, Bethel. Might happen next year. I think they're through with wide receivers, though. But go ahead.
And then George Staley, I think, if you think about it, maybe he wasn't going to ask for retirement, but he probably said, hey, if you could get him
just let me know.
You could bring him over here, let me know, then I'll retire. But if you can't get him, I'll stay for one more year.
I'll bet you that was. I bet that's right. I'll bet you're right.
That's why he said it so late because, he was thinking about the team.
Right.
If they got their guy, he was going to step down.
If not, I'll stay and help.
And not, yeah. So,
I bet that's true.
Sad to hear that, that he's going to retire, but we got a good player. A Pro Bowl player that's going to help out. And plus, if you look at his Twitter, he put a 49er jersey already, and he's not even over here yet.
They got jerseys on everybody. They got a jersey on him. They got one on
No,
Jajuan Jennings.
I heard that he asked somebody to make something for him personally. Somebody from the Niners to make something for him. And that gives a lot of praise.
Bethel, he can't have Joe's number, though. They got to give him another number. Because I understand that Kinlaw is going to wear DeForest Buckner's jersey. He's already asked for it. So Kinlaw's going to be running around out there with a 99 on. Hey, Javon. But I guess so, you know. I mean, that's 3 guys wearing 99 then.
Yeah, so, so we actually had, a pretty good draft, and then we got a good tight end blocker too, because I was watching his interview, and he was saying one thing. He goes, I would have done a lot more, but my team asked me to block a lot more, so that's what I did. And if this team asked me to do that, I would do them for them, and I work my butt off to do it for them.
He might. George Kittle was just supposedly brought over for blocking. Look what happened there. Whoa!
Yeah.
Beto, we got to go. We're going to run out of time here. Let me see you tomorrow night, because we haven't seen you in a while. See you tomorrow night if you get some time.
All right, good. I tried to get in yesterday, but for some reason I couldn't. But, good job like always, and, keep our faith with our team, because, they always sometimes they make the wrong choices, but when they make the good choices, they hit. So, let's go.
It's going to be a
the
routine.
Next Super Bowl for us. Yep.
All right, fam.
Good night, Ronbo.
Good night. Yo.
And let's go Niners. And hit that like for Ronbo Sports.
Thanks,
Let's
Beto.
go.
All right.
All right. Bye.
And it's Justin back in. It's Eric Davis from Ronbo Sports. Stay tuned, yo. This is going to be too much fun. I can't wait to get together with PJ.
Ronbo.
PJ.
Please say Ronbo.
PJ, I tell you what, it's been a great draft. I mean, this is really, I didn't expect it to come out this happy, but because we only had a handful of picks, we only had a first round, and then we don't get to come back. And a lot of good things are happening, though. So, it's been a great time. What are you thinking?
I think that it was a pretty good draft. I mean, being that we only had, 7 picks to start with, and then we kind of maneuvered our way to some good things. I mean, they were playing chess, really.
Yeah.
I think it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, because in the beginning, we were upset. A lot of people were upset, including myself. We did not expect Jajuan Kinlaw. And for those of us who didn't want a defensive tackle with the first pick, because we've had defensive tackles, we've had defensive linemen, the last 3 out of 4 seasons? So, we thought we could finally this year, we could splurge a little bit. Maybe we could get that hot wide receiver. Because last year I didn't want a wide receiver. I wanted Nick, because we went through building that defensive line. But we lost Buckner, and a lot of us didn't realize losing Buckner is not something you can just say, okay. So I've grown up about that now, and I realize they're right. We did the right thing.
I think that the only thing, I mean, like Buckner was just like he was healthy, like he hardly ever got injured.
No, he never got
And I
injured.
think that-
One time, once. Buckner's an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who he's tough.
So, but it's like it's so rare for somebody to not get injured. I mean, that's just like
He's one of a
part the
kind.
game, so.
He's one of a kind. I've never seen anybody like Buckner. In that one game he was hurt, I think he hurt his foot. He was back 2 games later, 1 or 2 games later. I said, man, Buckner's tough. And they worked him to death, PJ.
Oh, yeah.
They never gave him a break. They worked Buckner to death. Oversnapped.
He had a lot of snaps.
Yeah. No pain. He wasn't hurt. He was still out there killing. DCs were trying to figure out, how do you stop this guy? Or OCs.
Yeah.
So.
Did we get a DB in the undrafted?
Yeah, a
Undrafted
bunch.
free agent?
Yeah, we got a lot. Yeah, we got a. I guess there's 2 or 3. I gotta go look that over. I heard about. There's been a couple for sure. I know. So.
And then I guess we'll probably wait till maybe next year's draft. If none of these ones pan out to get a cornerstone.
That's right.
QB, you reckon?
Because what if another Mosley comes out of this group? Can you imagine? Another Mosley comes out. Whoo, man.
That'd be crazy.
That's an undrafted free agent. Yeah.
They definitely got gifts of unearthing gems. That's for sure.
Tell you. I don't know. They must know who they want. How do they know? They get those undrafted free agents immediately after that draft ends. How do they know who they want? That really still amazes me. Yeah. So I guess they got a long-running list.
Yeah.
They probably got some kind of software program they feed into, and they let know what they're looking for, and it gives these names. Has to be. Otherwise, that's too fast.
Yeah.
So.
And then you think of all these players and all these teams that got their picks, and they're gonna let some good people go, and vice versa for us at the same time. So it's just like gonna be still a feeding frenzy to get the people that you want.
Yeah, that happens every year, right? Did we pick up anybody last year that somebody got rid of? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. There's always somebody's throwaway is worth. The next guy can really use them, so yeah. I expect that to happen. All right, PJ. Hey, PJ, good to hear from you. I'm gonna go and see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, man. So have a good one.
All right, you too. Be careful and stay healthy.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
All right. Night, PJ.
Cool. Good night.
Hey, here's Johnny. Dun, 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 dun. Who's Johnny? Johnny! Johnny says, let's go Niners. Just saw the new recruits. Hey, Johnny, thanks for the contribution. How do you feel about those guys, huh? Yeah, it's going to be... Hey, Gil.
What's up, Ronbo?
Gil, man, we're just sitting here and enjoying the draft and how we came, we seen, and we saw, and we conquered. It's a good draft. It started out making everybody crazy, and it ends up big smiles all around. What are you thinking?
I'm pretty happy with it. I think we got a couple of sleepers in our tight end and Jajuan Jennings. That Woerner, I want to say his name is from Georgia.
Yep.
He was rated the best pass blocking tight end, run blocking tight end. In college football. I mean, you pair him with Kittle, which is already the best run blocking tight end. We might get another Kittle in him.
Wouldn't that be great if he could catch? Yeah, because if he could catch, now he's not as fast as George, but if he could, because the fact is matter. What's the guy who just retired? Also, the other tight end, Selleck. If he looks a little bit more athletic than Selleck, I'm sure he's faster because everybody's faster than Selleck. If he could do a job and do Selleck's role, an upgrade from what Selleck was doing, we are cooking with such fine olive oil.
I'm pretty excited, man. And I don't like rating drafts. I'm like some other callers earlier. I don't like giving grades. I think that we pick up the guys that I think we have really good scouting. That Jajuan Jennings pick. I think that's a backup to. They don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurd, and to me, he's another Jalen Hurd. He's a big slot receiver. He looks like a good solid pick, man. He might be another sleeper there, but I was watching I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch much Brandon Ayuk. Before the draft, I had different receivers I liked, but
watch the film.
But yeah,
you're gonna love it.
I started watching him, and I guess he has the best yak. Yeah. He had better yards, after the catch than Henry Ruggs. I mean,
and that's crazy.
He's a slant guy. He's what Kyle Shanahan likes.
Hey, and
so,
Jimmy too.
I'm pretty excited, man.
It's going to be a good time.
I can't. And we're looking at some of these undrafted free agents. We might get. They got a cornerback out of Missouri. I forget his name, Aki or something like that. That guy might be a sleeper
It's the
too.
second time I heard
it's
his name. Second person to mention it. Uh-oh. I can't wait to see
I
this.
started watching. And then a running back. There's a couple of running backs. You got a running back out of Baylor. I mean, I don't know where we're going to get all these, where we're going to have room for these running backs, but we got some good undrafted free agents too. I mean,
because
I'm pretty happy.
If any of our running backs don't look up to par, these kids could step in. We had a couple of good running backs last year that we never seen again, and I was wondering what happened to them. So they get good running backs every year.
Yeah, but Kinlaw was my guy. That was my pick. So I'm pretty happy with him.
Mm-hmm.
I seen some film. I was watching some more film earlier today, and where he threw around 3 linemen, the center and 2 guards, and I know he needs more work with his hands, but the guy's a monster, and he's strong on a whole nother level. He ain't, a lot of people compare him to Solly because he doesn't have. He doesn't have the handwork that a lot of our other line, but we got the coach, man. And he's different than Saul. He's a lot stronger. He's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
So if he could get that technique down, I think he's going to be a lot like Chris Jones or something. So big guy in the middle.
Wouldn't that be special? Yeah, he'll be okay. Yeah. He can work with Kasurik, and also you also got to figure. This is he's surrounded now by a lot of talent. So he's liable to do well from that. I'm not sure what happened to Buckner last year. I think this system is not really conducive to what he likes to do or something. Because Buckner looked a little inhibited last year. He wasn't in as much as I thought he would be.
Kinlaw might be a better fit. I mean, he could play 3-tech. He could play different spots, and I don't know. I mean, and you're right. He got a lot of double and triple teams in college. He ain't going to get that with the Niners. So he might come out looking pretty damn good.
And the violence he was creating with those doubling teams in college was ridiculous. He creates that kind of violence with the NFL. It's going to be very good for this defensive line. So I'm looking forward to what he does. All right.
Oh yeah.
Gil, I'll see you tomorrow if you get a chance.
Well, all right, Ronbo. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey, is that Jorge? George!
Ronbo!
You doing, fam? What's
Ronbo!
up? Yo, I'm listening.
You hear me?
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you hear me?
Hey, what's good with it, man?
Oh, God. What's up?
Ronbo, man. Hey, you know what? Day one, I'm feeling good, but feeling sick and confused. You know what I mean? Because I know, I didn't see your reaction, but I've seen people talking about it. That because everybody knows, man, how we feel towards the Raiders. You know what I mean? And then when they swoop up on Ruggs, right?
I know.
I'm like, dude.
God, if it had been anybody but the Raiders, maybe I wouldn't be so mad. God, Raiders, get out of his way.
And you know how there was an interview with Ayuk that he was telling them, it looked pretty soulful. About they had him right in mind, right? But something tells me a little funny in my stomach. If Ruggs was there, I think they'd jump on him for some reason.
Yeah, because I just wonder why did they do that move immediately after the friggin' Raiders did what they did? I said, wait a minute.
Yep.
You're trading out now? They could have traded out earlier.
But
then again, they
but then
didn't
I felt
trust
like
the
well,
Raiders.
maybe they're onto something because they still had those 2 receivers and they only slid back one. I was like, well, they're gonna leave at least one.
Yeah, same here, right? Yeah.
And then they hit us with the Kinlaw, and I was like, well, but I was thinking, yeah, we do need to kind of fill that void.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too sick about it, but I was thinking, man, but I still felt, some kind of way because Ruggs was gone still, right? So I still felt the sting of that a little bit, and I was like, man.
But do you think CD or Judy was probably next? No, they're not, and they never were.
Yeah.
Kyle was always looking. And CD, they say Kyle's looking at CD. Well, he had a chance to get him. So I'm not buying that one. It was Ayuk the whole time. And they knew if they could get Ayuk. Yeah. He was flying under the radar, George. Flying under the radar. Yeah. And everybody's talking about Judy, Lamb, Ruggs. Kyle says, go ahead. I got my guy right over here in Arizona, and that's the guy that's going to play my kind of ball.
Yeah, they definitely play chess every draft, and because you never know. It's always we already know what we're expecting. You know it. We're talking about they're always gonna, they can pull the rug from under us on what we're expecting, right? And then they hit us with something. And then I like how things do pan out for us, though.
Right.
For the most part, that if we do percentages, I believe that things usually pan out for us. That's why I'm really tripping. The second and third round, I was thinking, you know what I mean? Okay, we sitting back, really? You know what I mean? I was like, okay, then. You know what I mean? And then so, I felt funny again in the stomach because, man, out of respect for Joe, he's gone. You got to have much common respect for Joe because that dude, man, there's not many players that stick it out the whole ride for your team. Fans respect it to the utmost. You know what I mean? You're basically a fan member, like, okay, man, I'm retiring, but I've been down with you guys the whole ride. You know what I mean?
Everybody's
and that's a
Joe
through and
Staley
through
jersey.
player.
As soon as it comes out, I'm getting me a Staley jersey. I should have had it by now.
Straight up, right? And then I gotta also I trip out on Shanahan's patience, right? Check this, try to balance this out. He has crazy, weird ass patience for Salami Tommy. And then if you fumble or not catch the ball,
you're fired.
They slide you out, Breeder. You know what I mean? Bye, we got other things to get, and I think it's because it was John's pick, right? And that was his golden boy, and he was like, well, don't be touching my boy, man. We don't have to sit with some patience on this boy for a minute. So I think out of respect, he's sitting on him like, all right, man, tick, 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 tick. Well, we're getting tired of waiting for this guy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man. Well, and also Marquise Goodwin dropped that pass. That was a home run shot too. Ball slips down, and Kyle never forgave him for that. Put him on special teams a couple of times, benched him, didn't dress him out for game, put him on inactive list and everything. He just got abused the last half of the season, right? So I knew Marquise was probably finished. I didn't know how serious it was. And you saw poor Breda, like you're saying, 2-3 fumbles. Dude, you're finished. Get out of here. And that's it. So,
and like the other folks were talking about, if it's plays that stick out in certain parts of the season when we need stuff to get done and they're trying to close things out, and it's probably really amplified to him, and when he's really focused on what we need to get done, and you know how his mind's going, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, right? And if you throw a bucket wrench in his clock, he's like, oh, hold up. You know what I mean? Now you just got to put it on the crap list. You know what I'm saying?
Carlos Hyde, same thing. Carlos missed that. Another one. Jimmy drops it right to him. Carlos missed it. Did you see Shanahan? You could see how mad he was on the sideline. Shanahan doesn't show it right away, but you can tell he's hot. He just looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just see his face. His face will tell you everything, right? His facial expressions will not lie. We're down to the bone fans, right? So, and as we feel what we're feeling, and I know we look at him because we look at his reaction, and he's livid, but he plays it cool. He gets questioned after the game, and he plays it cool. He says whatever needs to be said because maybe he doesn't want to put his old boy on blast and everything. But
he gets after
he
them
got
in the
feeling
locker
for it.
room. No, he doesn't.
Oh, man.
Well, hey,
he gets him in the locker room.
We gotta go, bro.
Hey.
What do you see? Hey, see you two tomorrow if you get a chance, all right? Be looking for you.
Okay.
All right. You have a good night, Chloe.
Much love, Uncle Ronbo.
Thanks, Chloe. Sleep tight. All right.
Good night.
All right. Good night. Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hey. And there you go. Wow. So there it is, fam. We wrap it up. It's all over. And tomorrow, we'll get into some other things. I want to see what things are being said now, Because as far as I'm concerned, not enough can be said about Joe Staley. He's going to have a Joe Staley day, I think he's going to get a lot of attributes before long. Joe Staley is an amazing man. Dude is something special. Can't wait till Trent Williams gets here, though. It'd been nice to have Trent on one side and Joe on the other. Too bad we couldn't make this deal years ago. You can't have everything. Hey, Mike, I'm not disrespecting you, man. I love you on that other side. No problem. Fam, please hit that like on the roll, and I'll see you tomorrow for a Sunday conversation. Don't forget to like, Niner!